And we are live. If you are watching this on YouTube as a live video or you're watching this as a replay, in this video, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be walking a handful of agency owners through how to scale their business. So we're going to be talking about all kinds of different things from running ads to book calls, how to handle those calls in order to convert those into deals, as well as how to upsell clients and then onboard clients, how to get clients amazing results, hiring, training, all kinds of stuff, everything agency related. So if you get value from this video and you think to yourself, hey, look, I'd love to be a part of one of these coaching calls. Well, if you're on YouTube and you scroll down to the description section, there should be a link. You click on that link, you can apply to book a call to have a conversation with me to learn a little bit more about how we run this program and how we can help you out. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to go and get started. And I hope you enjoy this coaching call. And sending fitness. What's going on, bro? It's been a while since I've seen you.
Yo,
Yo, what's going on? How's
hoping
your
my internet doesn't fucking fuck around. I was on a sales call, like I had one at was it five? Yeah, five. And like halfway through, I just like froze.
Dang, and then you put it on a phone call?
Well, I went back in and then it disconnected again. And then I was like, okay, so I just did a phone call.
Yeah. Did you close? Soft close, hard close, no close?
No, dude, it was the fucking shittiest lead in the world, bro. It was like a 35-year-old that like had to move back in with her parents and she kept like popping out kids and shit. It was just like she's like, I got saggy titties. I was like, bruh, like, I can't help you with that. Like,
Like what made you hop on this call today? I got saggy titties that I need help with.
bro, it was like,
What's this?
you need to
That's
invest in boulder holders, man.
dude, let's get started before the other guys hop in.
Yeah. I
I'm gonna
also freaking go ahead. You can share your screen and everything. Today, bro, like, or yesterday, like, came
Mhm.
in. Someone hit my car.
What the fuck?
Yup. So I'm dealing with that right now too. I like confronted my neighbor.
Shit. That sucks balls.
Yep.
So hopefully you get that situated, man. Hopefully, I mean, I guess insurance will get you if, get you covered if you don't find somebody.
Yeah. My door is screwed up right now.
You have
Like,
like, are there like any cameras or anything in the location?
so there are, except it didn't get it on camera. Like my neighbor's car is blue. Like it's like a blue that like not a lot of cars would be, you know what I mean? And then I have blue paint all over my side door. And then where I was parked is directly across the road from the blue car. And it happened between two separate times. And I have footage of their car being there at a specific time, my car being on the road, and then their car being gone, and then me
Do
realizing that
you,
someone hit my car.
do you see any of your color on their car?
I didn't because I didn't like investigate their car, but their car paint is definitely on mine. Like it's just
Yeah.
a really bright blue.
Yeah.
And then I like knocked on the door and I was like, "Yo, like,
Did
there's
you call the
blue paint."
cops?
No, I didn't, because I like just noticed it at night, so I was like, it happened yesterday.
Call the cops as soon as possible. Tell them that they can at least do like shit to like test the paint out to confirm.
Will they actually do that shit though?
If you push them hard enough, people the right
No, they
training,
won't, bro. Just fucking no, they won't.
you have to escalate it. You have to, yeah. But I don't know if that's worth your time or energy.
Yeah, because I went to his house and I was like, bro, like someone hit my shit, and he was like, oh, well, I wasn't home. I was plowing. And I was like, well, there's your car paint on my car.
You
So
plowed into my motherfucking car.
I was like, bro, no one plows in a fucking that car that you have. Like someone else drives that car then. Like
Yeah,
I'm literally he's like, yeah, I'm gonna go check it out and come back over. He never came over.
yeah. It probably was him then. That's kind of shady. So
Yeah, it's fucked up. But okay, let's get into this. Let's get into money, man. Let's do this.
let's get into money, bro. All right, so Riviera Estelon, what's cool is Mason somehow convinced me into like building some shit that I haven't built anything in like 7 years. So we'll maybe give something a shot. So Mason's hits me up like, bro, cause she get excited, bro. I'm making all this money and I'm into my cash grab phase. Build some shit
Yeah,
real
dude,
quick.
Koshik's being fucking weird. He like doesn't like money anymore. It's weird.
Yeah, well, I did sell. I don't know if I told you, Mason. I sold about a month ago.
Oh shit.
But
Wait, for what?
I made wife changing money.
Oh, you sold?
Sold. I still haven't shared on social media.
Oh shit.
I missed I missed the bottom. I was telling to buy at 20,000. So I was buying around that price. So if anything, I missed the bottom by 4,000 and I missed the top by like 6%. So I
Bro, that's
fucking
amazing.
yeah, bro.
That's amazing.
Yeah, bro. So that's I like money,
Oh,
man.
congrats, bro. Congrats.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Thanks.
You guys are looking at a gajillionaire right now. You guys just don't know it. Jeez.
So, but I'll probably share like some stories and stuff. I haven't shared because I didn't want to like be premature and the top hasn't come in. I think that we might come down to maybe 75,000. If so, I'll buy. Either what's going to happen is we're going to go down to 75 from here, which I think we're going to do. And then from there, it's going to skyrocket and the top will be sometime 2026. Or it's going to fake us out. Like it's going to keep going up and then it's going to go below 75. So I don't know. Anyways, I'll update you. I'll keep you posted. But
Okay.
anyways, so in terms of the move, so yeah, I mean, I just bring that up because like I've been waiting on that. That's been like my most important thing before like building anything else out. And so now I'm in a place where I'm like, all right, fuck it. I can like build something for the fuck of
Cool.
it. I see what
Oh
happens.
yeah.
So anyways, in terms of plan of action, bro, step by step is I need to get access to your campaign ad settings. Fortunately, I have access to your ad, so I can just watch this and I see the creative, the copy, and I can work off of that.
Mm.
Um, and then the next thing is I need the following to sell. So I need access to your Instagram so I can go inside the DMs. Obviously, like whatever permission you need to give me. So I don't like if you're I'm not gonna fuck anything up, but whatever permission you need to give me so I can like show them like, hey, look at the DMs we're gonna hit. Here's what we're gonna go high level to show the pipeline and how things are moved around. And then obviously access to your ads manager just to show them like, hey, look, we launched these ads and look how, the results are coming in. And then obviously your Excel. I think I have the old Excel. I don't have the new one. So all these different things, I'll have to use my discretion to figure out like what to show and when to show it in order to make the sale. And so I'll figure that out.
Yeah, just let me know what you need. I got access to everything.
Cool. So I'll just remind you of this after a call. And so I'll be able to get, so this will be easy. This is the part that's going to require a little bit of footwork. And so however you want to do it, vice versa order. So either we can move everything from ClickFunnels to go high level and then create the course material, or we create the course material and ClickFunnels and then move everything to go high level. And the reason I need that is because, again, I'm going to be in charge of marketing and sales. So I need to figure out automations and I can't be relying on you. I got to settle. Now is the point where I'm going to have to force myself to learn go high level and tags and automations, all that stuff. So whether you want to move from ClickFunnels to go high level first, or you want to do this, you let me know. I'll ask you after this. And then after that, man, I'm gonna launch ads, close a few deals. I'll probably wait for you to have like some minimal viable product. I think you probably already have something. Like you already have setter strips and stuff like that. So you probably have like a decent amount. I don't expect you to take longer than like 3 days, to be honest, to have like a minimal viable product. So yeah, launch ads, close a few deals, and then decide from there if we want to really push this thing and in what direction. Whether I want to bring on a staff or just like treat this like a lifestyle business where I'm slinging deals and then you take it over, and then whenever I want to chill, I just turn it off. And so that might be what it is. If we see like there's a lot of room for this, we might kind of cross roads where you kind of have to figure out what you need to do with Lauren and what we're doing here. It depends on what we see here. And so that's my responsibility is like figure out the kind of funnel and testing and things out. like that.
Hmm.
So yeah, I mean, which one of these do you want to do? Do you want to create the stuff in ClickFunnels? Obviously, you have access to ClickFunnels. I'll give you access to everything. Or do you want us to move from ClickFunnels to Go High Level and then you just create everything within Go High Level?
I would say let's just go from ClickFunnels to go high level and then create the course material just because I feel like as you're going through like figuring out how to automate stuff, we'll have better ideas in terms of like what we want to automate, how we want to automate it, and then also what course material that we want in
Agree.
and kind
All
of
right.
just build out the pages and then just like, okay, now we're ready. We have everything. Now just input the pages and then I can take the 2 to 3 days and then boom, bang it all out.
Good, good. I was thinking the same thing. So I want to get this bullshit out of the way.
Yep,
And
that's the
then
same way.
okay, cool. So yeah, that's pretty much it, bro. I mean, like, do you have questions, comments, concerns, thoughts on the process? I I don't know. Like, do you have anything you want to share before we get started?
No, I think no, not really.
Cool. So then pretty much all I need, bro, is like access. You want to obviously I'm screen recording. Ah, shit, am I rookie mistake? All right, so now I'm recording. And so if you want to share your screen, bro, we'll run through your campaign ad set and ad, and I'll have everything I need at that point.
Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay.
Estelle and Riviera, hope you guys are doing well.
Doing good, man.
I don't know if I told both of you guys, but I'm gonna be launching an agency aside, right beside you guys. So I'll be in the trenches with you guys, and I'll share with you guys like what I'm doing and building everything from the ground up. So Mason's obviously you guys know Mason has been crushing it. He's gotten him and Lauren at 30,000. He hit me up. He's like, Hoshik, motherfucker, stop hating money. Let's build some shit. And I was like, all right, fine, bet. I'll build some shit with you. And so I'm gonna be in charge of client acquisition, hand it over to Mason. He's going to take care of service delivery. And so we're just going to see what happens with this. And I'm just going to take it from there.
It's fire, man. Does that mean you're gonna make a brand too?
I, I was going to ask Mason that if he thinks I should use my current Instagram or create another Instagram and brand appropriately. Actually, we'll see Mason's thoughts. I don't know.
Take a look at these.
I just need to see like the winner. Unless you're like trying to find it.
That's what, yeah, I'm trying to find it right now.
Okay.
Because this is, I don't think this is the trial engagement online personal trainers DM ads. Okay, so it's got to be this and this. Okay, let's go amount spent. Okay, so probably, wait a second, probably these. This is where I spent the most guap. Let's see. The cost per message was less than 15 bucks on all three of them.
Okay.
Yep, here it is. What are you looking for exactly? Just like the targeting
So
and
let's
shit?
just let's just run from the campaign to the ad set to the ad, all internal, so I can see all the
Okay, okay, okay.
settings.
Um, I just want to see something really quickly.
Okay.
Okay. Take a look at this. Okay, so we're just doing an engagement campaign.
Okay. So
Ad set.
engagement,
Yep, ad
budget.
set budget.
Okay.
Nothing obviously like too crazy. Um, then let's just take a look into here, making sure. I always double check.
Sure.
And then let's just take a look at these two. So I was doing 21 to 45, male, female.
So you're just doing Instagram, okay. 20
Yeah,
bucks,
all
140.
genders, US. And then I was just doing this as a stack.
Okay.
Basically just like a stack of job titles, that type of stuff.
All right, cool.
English for manual placements, it was just Instagram. It was the stories and reels. That's it. Super simple.
So no feeds?
Nope. I didn't
Okay,
run feeds.
cool.
I did run feeds before, but I think I was getting way better. It looks like it. I mean, we can take a look into it in a second. This honestly should be checked off. Who's that handsome motherfucker right there? This is fucking handsome. Um, and then basically this was the ad copy.
Okay.
Looks like.
Let's keep going.
Um, and that's basically it.
Let's go over that question. Can you click on edit for me?
Yeah, it's basically yeah, this is all.
Hey Mason, if you're online, hey name, if you're an online fitness coach looking to grow your business, send me a message. Hey, so is this the one where this automatically pops up and they have to click that button send and then it,
They had send, yeah. So it's
okay,
basically the same thing as a DM ad, except like back when I was doing it, it wasn't like a specific word. Like DM
it
me the
wasn't.
word trial, like it's the same thing basically.
Okay, cool.
Um,
I think I'm
but yeah, let me
good.
take a look because if I go into the ad sets, you'll see, yeah, Black Friday feed. Let's just see what this was. Yeah, because
S1,
I had a,
go ahead, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I had a lot of different ads as well. Like this one, yeah, this was basically just a different hook, different thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I mean, if we're looking across the board in terms of cost per message, yeah, whatever I did here was terrible. I don't know, broad.
But you
Oh,
we did go over the one that's the best, yeah?
yeah, it's
The highest.
these two are the one of these two because I mean they're still on. I just turned the campaign off,
Okay.
but that's
Cool.
where I spent a majority of the money. So those two that we just went over, and then did you see anything else?
And that's it.
Okay.
Pixels don't really matter or anything, right? No. Um, no, I think I'm good. Eslan, what I was saying, bro, is like, you know how I was like asking you all those like numbers and stuff? Like pretty much what I'm doing with Mason right now is what we would need for service delivery. Like this is the information. This would tell us a lot of what we need to do to get arch dentist results. Like
Mhm.
everything I'm running through. So the campaign settings, the ad set settings, the ad set. Now that I have this from Mason, and not only do I need these results, but I also need like, okay, what's your average cost per message? What's your average cost per click? What's your average CPM? All this data that I just got from him is going to allow me to do what I need to do. So if you had a client that we could get all this information all in one go, again, you could see it takes longer than no longer than like 5 minutes. We're off to the races. Like this is what we need. So either you can manually answer those questions, or if you have an insider, if you have somebody that we can run through ad settings, which I don't know that you do, this would be like what we need. But yeah, Mason, I mean, do you have tips, suggestions? And then Eslan had a question about branding. Would love to get your thoughts, but do you have questions, comments,
I would
concerns,
say
or
no. I would
advice?
say like if you're gonna do it, I would say like
Oh, what was your cost per acquisition? Do you remember?
it was yes. I remember in the beginning it was actually less than 250, and then I think towards like the tail end it was like 200. But I was still making money on the front end.
So basically, okay.
I was
So
making money on the front end.
so 250. So when I say cost per acquisition, I'm saying somebody to like do the trial. Is
Yeah.
250 to do some? Okay, so
Yeah,
250
so I
divided by
charged so here's the thing. So I charged 500 I started to charge 500, remember? Because 250 paid for the ads and then 250 paid for the trial.
yeah.
So there was times
Okay.
on the front end that I was actually making money because I would get them results with how good the ads were with less than 250 bucks. So it was kind of cool.
Yeah, I remember. So you're telling me that if I spend 250, I should be getting divide that by 15. That gives me about 16 messages. And out of those
Yes.
16
Yes.
messages,
Yes.
how many of those 16 messages will like I have a conversation with? Like, okay, out of those 16 people, how many people respond, would you say? So
I
here's
would
my question
s-
I'm trying to get to.
Yep.
I'm trying to just figure out what the workload is going to look like. So if I get 16 messages, how many people are going to ghost versus how many people are going to respond? Other people that respond, how many people am I going to get on the phone call? Out of those people that are getting on the phone call, how many of them are going to say yes?
Yep. So remembering back to it, if you have about it's crazy because when I was doing it, I had a higher response rate. I don't know if that's because I was like super fast on it, but like I would say out of 16, you'll have like 10 conversations. Then out of those 10, you'll probably have two or three at least. Like I would say at least four out of those 10 get on a call with you. And then at least one out of those four will definitely sign up.
So those people that get on the call, the ones that don't get on a call, is it because you're disqualifying them before, or is it because they're just bad to respond and don't want to
Um,
hop on a call?
well, both, but generally like the people that will get on the call, I don't know if you remember this or not, but I had a 100% rate. So when someone would show up to that first call, every single one of them, I got them to pay me. Every single one.
Okay, so 16 messages and then how many respond?
10. And then out of those 10, some of them will be bad leads, but four will hop on the call. And then out of those four, if at least one of them hops on, it was like a 50% for me, then I would say two. Two will go for that. One to two for sure. If you don't get one, something's wrong. Because
Um, do you
yeah.
have actually what would be good actually is for me to record a few of the text conversations really quick. I forgot that would be good to go through. So I'm
Mm,
curious what that conversation if you can, if you have any. Like if you can search
shit,
up
I don't know if I
Lauren, search up somebody else. Because I'm curious what that conversation looked like. I don't know what you're doing on that conversation to like push people to the phone call, and that could help.
hold on. Let me see if I can. Holy shit, I found one. All right. Um, oh wait, maybe I didn't. Actually, hold on, let me see if I can. Okay. So he
Dude,
DM'd,
Ronnie Coleman joined our coaching call.
yo, Ronnie Coleman, I'll outlift you any day.
That's funny.
Okay, let me
My
see.
God, what were you saying?
So he said trial. I said, Max, how's it going, man? Happy hump day, because it was probably a
Share
Wednesday.
share your screen, bro. Share your screen so I can just
It's on
record
my
it.
phone.
Can't you pull it up on your phone or your desktop? And then
You're killing me, brother. Let me
hey, man,
see.
you want money or no, bro? How
Dude,
bad do you want money?
I'm down bad for money. Hold on.
Okay, there you go. Let me see that
All right.
screen.
I
Bro.
got you. I got you. Let's see.
Okay.
Dude, all these business coach, dude, I'm telling you, Koshik, with my strategy, it's actually stupid. Like no one's teaching this. What we can teach these people.
I believe you.
All right. So he says trial. You're recording,
Okay,
right?
so your keyword is trial then.
Yeah.
It's not
Let's see. Hold
whenever
on. Wait. Let's see the post. All right. So here was the post.
and because whenever they click on the ad, um, was it set up where they have to click a button that says trial?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I gotta scroll. Okay. Trial. It was very simple conversation. Max, how's it going, man? Happy hump day. It's going good, bro. How are you? Can't complain. Saw you were in the trail. How long you been coaching for? So qualifying him a little bit. Hey, stack up any clients yet? I got two so far. They're my buddies from high school. No like for random outreach. You tried running ads yet? And yeah, cold DM was kind of tough, but I respect the hustle. I have not. Don't know too much about ads. Just sparked my interest in the free trial you're offering. I said, sweet, bro. Let's definitely talk. Then if you like what you hear, I can show you exactly what we're doing and how it works. And from there, if you want to do the free trial, I'm game. You got time for a quick minute call today? Yeah, man. And then that's it. It was like all the conversations are pretty short.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
it.
Cool. I think I'm good.
Yeah, it looks like I was 500.
So okay, wait, hold on. So hey man, shoot me a question. Are you ready? Sorry, man, having to dash earlier. My boss got all worked up. I was trying to crunch some numbers in my budget. Was wondering if we could maybe do a little less than 500. I currently have 350 coming in monthly split between my two clients. I think I'd be willing down. All the other expenses are kind of tied up right now, so I don't. Okay. And
Yeah, so I
so
was offering 500.
okay, so I'm gonna need to write this down. I need to see maybe a discovery and a sales call that could help.
Man, we're talking about things that are
I know.
3 years ago. I can try.
Yeah, I know. Um,
I might have to hunt for those though, to be honest. Wolf, shit. It's on a Loom account I don't have access to.
You don't have access to that Loom account anymore?
Mm-mm. Because I use a new Loom account.
Okay. Did you delete that?
I have to figure out which email it's under. If I buy my Loom back with that email, do I get access to my shit?
Oh, that's a good question. Um, I don't know. I don't have the answer to that for you.
Hmm. Well, I mean, I could probably remember what it was like, but it's just kind of like build rapport in the beginning. How long have they been on the online space for? Are they still training in person or not? Have they ever ran ads? Basically, it was pretty similar to honestly, I took a lot of the pieces from the Cinema Marketing Cheat Code script or the free video commercial, but I made it for personal trainers. Except like instead of hearing about the Meta Business Pixel, I was like, have you ever tried to launch ads for your fitness visit before? They're like, oh, well, here's what we do a little bit differently, and here's why it works. And this is why the trial is really good. Then I explain it to them.
Yeah.
I'm like,
So
is
you
that
you
something
basically
that you're,
sold, you sold them on Meta ads. You basically spent the discovery cost selling them on Meta ads, figure out if they had a little bit of money, and then from there you're like, cool, man, well, I can just show you how all this stuff works. And then you push it to a sales call where you visually showed how all this stuff works and broke it down
yes.
and tried to collect the 500 from them.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you think I should offer? I'm gonna try to do one call closes, bro. I'm just gonna
I
go
was,
out the gate.
bro, absolutely. That's what I would do. I mean, we used to do two
What do you think?
calls.
So what do you think we need to close them on and why? My idea, you tell me what you think about this. My idea was, like I said, I have a conversation at DMs, try to get them on a phone call as soon as possible. I'm going to try to do the financial qualification, the zip code, and then from there, I'm just going to tell them like if I think they can help them, I'm going to push them to a Zoom call, and then on the Zoom call, I'm going to run through your stuff, and then from there, I think I'm going to sell them on like, hey, look, it's a free trial. You don't need to pay me a single dime for anything. All I need you to do is pay for this course, right? You have to pay for the course. Once you pay for the course, you can basically set it up, do it on your own if you want, no problem. We are doing a session on Thursday where I'm going to be breaking all the stuff down live. Um, and so with me and my partner, and then from Thursday, I would try to do a webinar and take as many people as possible and close them on pay. My initial thought was like close them on like $2,000 for like a course or some shit. Um,
Mhm.
that's an issue what I was thinking. I don't want to deal with any service really, but because I don't know that we're going to be able to sell like a $5,000 thing one to many. Do I think that we can sell it? Here's what I was saying. I was selling like 2,000, and like what I was thinking is like your afterpay stuff. So anybody that has issues, like the maximum we do is the maximum afterpay amount.
Yeah. Or a firm, which is a 6-month payment plan without any interest.
Right. A firm afterpay, whatever it is that's going to give us the most amount of money, and then we charge people that highest amount. And then from there, it's like they unlock maybe the full course and a month of coaching with us, and then within that time frame, we should help people make an ROI to the point where they want to retain with us. But I don't know. I want to hear your thoughts.
Well, it's hard for me to say because I've never really created a low ticket thing before. So when it's me, it's just like I just feel not that I feel unconfident about it. I feel confident in your ability of figuring it out, but to me, it's like I feel like that's the only way to do it if our goal is to go one to
What?
many.
Wait, what did you say? You kind of broke up.
Yeah. So what I was saying is I feel like I'm not confident in low ticket myself just because of my experience with low ticket. Do I think it's possible? Yes. Would I know how to do it? No. But
You're talking about the 250.
if the goal is to go one to many, I don't see any other option working as of right now. But I would actually almost lean toward just getting it all now, like getting a bigger payment up front and then cutting that process. Because I think it's
Yeah.
going to be
So
so
you're
much
thinking,
like I just think it's going to be so much harder to figure. Like again, I don't know because that's your side of the equation. Like, but that part to me would seem very complex. Could I help you do it and give you every the assets you need? Yeah, but I feel like that's a lot of strain on you. Where I think that
what
if
would
you
you
pitch
sell?
the trial, so I'm getting into it. I would pitch the trial, but for the right person, I'd be like, bro, fuck it, bro. You don't need the trial. This is what you need, X, Y, and Z. I would just do this. Like almost bait
So
them in with
you're
the
saying
trial, like sell the trial on the call, and then sell the main fucking course right on the call.
so you're
I'd be like, bro,
saying
like, yeah.
so are you saying do the same thing as you, like sell it for 500, that's a trial, and then from there we sell them a coaching program for 5K for like 3 months.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Like if I
Yeah.
think that can work if we figure out a way to shortcut it, because the amount of calls that we can get on from the trials will be a lot, but it would be like instead of cutting that process in half, where it's like, okay, we got to do like a month of coaching and this and that. It's like again, like the problem I ran into is like, and I know it's fucking stupid, but it's like I got people such good results they didn't even need me anymore. You see what I'm saying?
So you basically, so the 500 that you got, the two, you'd run the 250 ad spend, and then you're saying people would not want to do the 5,000 because they felt like they didn't need you?
There was there was a person in particular, I think I made him like 4 grand in like 2 weeks. And they've never ran a fucking ad before in their life. And then they just kept they were just like throughout the process of me, like me being with them in the trial, they just learned everything from me and then they just kind of went on their own. Now, eventually it probably died and everything, and they joined other mentorship programs because I know who this person is anyway. But the thing is like I ran into that problem where it was like, hey, it worked. Okay, you just made 4 grand. Now invest the 4 grand back into me and I'll teach you how it works. And they were just kind of like, I just made all this money. Now I don't want to give it away.
So here's the thing with the 250 versus the 5 grand, right? So I can do the part of getting the 250, and then my mind is going to go towards like how do we operate systematize it? Because that was one of the big issues I saw with you and Ryan. So I'm thinking about like having like preset ads, preset videos, everything, so we don't have to have anybody film anything. We just they sign up, we get some shit launched for them, boom, they're good. But the thing is, like, if we're gonna do this 5K thing, then and you're the one that's helping them at that point, you're probably gonna need to kind of take the torch in terms of trying to sell the $5,000 thing, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? If we do that route versus the first route is like that's all me. I sell them for 250, I get them into live webinar, and then I sell everybody myself.
Hmm.
Um, you know what I mean? So like it's like all in my hands versus you, if we do this trial thing, a good portion of it, if they buy, they're gonna buy because of you, not necessarily because of me. I get them in, but they're gonna trust you to buy the
Hmm.
high ticket thing. That makes sense.
Hmm.
Not saying you have to hop
I
on
have no
calls or
problem with
anything.
doing that. I'm just wondering how long that process would take.
Which part?
So like, okay, they do the 250, whatever it is, and then 2 weeks later, like then it's time to upsell them.
What do you think is the appropriate time if we do it? Like if we do your thing, like a week trial, 2 week trial, what do you think?
That's the problem. I don't know because I've had people close and then buy, and then I've had people close and not buy. So I don't know. Like I don't know if it's a time thing, if it's an actual like tangible goal thing. You see what I'm saying? Like I don't know exactly when I would do it. Would I be opposed to doing it? Absolutely fucking not. I just don't know the perfect time to actually go about doing it.
What is the maximum that we can get through like a firm afterpay and stuff? Like what would be a fair, what would be a bet, what would be an amount where like if I have people, they have a decent credit score, I know damn near everybody's gonna be approved for this amount. What is that maximum amount?
I mean, it really depends on them, but I mean, in one payment without cutting it, like you go through a firm, let's say, I mean, it's hard because we'd have to probably do some research into it. But like, for example, if we sell a $5,000 product and we go through a firm, they're going to 99% of the time, they're going to have interest. When people see interest, they like start to back off. Um, but I know like right now I can sell, you know, a 4 grand program with a firm for 6 months and then not have them pay any APR. I think that's the limit that I've seen. Can it be more? I think, but I don't know. But it's hard
So
because
that's
the
a
time frame that they give you is 6 months and they don't give you anything sooner in terms of like not being able to.
interest. So 6 months, that's fine. All I need is 6 months. All we need is 6 months. 6 months,
Yeah. So like I mean I've offered like, this is for like just training clients, but like 4 months for 2K. I've offered that. There's been no APR or anything along the lines on that. So we'd have to kind of find exactly what the limit is until it hits eight, like until it starts to take interest, if that makes sense. But I mean, you can get someone on, I mean, I can try to test it out, but see what it would look like. But the thing is like when people go on payment plans, they're looking for cheaper things. It's like 3 months for 3K, then it's just like 1K every month. Where in reality, it's like, bro, if you're gonna pay 1K every 3 months, just give me the fucking 3K, dude. Like, stop being weird.
Okay. So maximum we can probably get is around 3K interest free consistently.
Depends on the time frame, but in terms of
Let's
again,
say
it's a
6 months.
balance. It's such a balance.
Let's just say, let's say, actually, let's just say a 3 month program.
3 month program.
That's probably what we're gonna pitch. We're probably gonna pitch 3 months.
Yeah, we'd have to check through a firm, but I mean, I can test it out and get back to you to
Yeah,
see
okay,
what the number would look like with like my numbers. But like, I have a really good credit score, so I would imagine that I can get approved for anything,
yeah, that's a
which
good
is
thing.
hard. So, hmm,
Okay, it's all good.
or it could just be one of those things where it's half up, half down,
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
I don't
Um, what else do you feel like you want me to know or I should know?
know. I would say brand your page, but I feel like you have stuff on there.
I was gonna ask you, should I create another Instagram or keep my Instagram?
I would just keep it. Just keep it.
Okay. Eslan, what was your question regarding branding?
I was just gonna suggest if you're gonna start putting yourself out there again to just document the process. Like like those interviews that I showed you that I shared on IG.
Mm.
Did I send you IG just how those salespeople be doing now is more than anything is branding for sales as opposed to personal fitness.
Is it like the
Okay.
closers that like have the objections and they're like,
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that type of
Um,
What I think all I need, man, is like, because I have so much fitness shit on there. If I just repin the 3 posts, and you know how you and Lauren have like about me, how I help apply, like that, and then maybe like fucking 3 value posts. That's probably enough.
yeah, client win. Just take a picture of my stripe.
Yeah. There we go. So that's probably all we need to get people to convert.
Yeah.
Um, so okay. Anything else that you think I need to know? Or anything you need from me?
Mm-mm. Not that I can think of.
Okay. Cool, man. Well, I'm just gonna after the call, I'll just copy and paste send over that stuff. And if I need anything else, I'll let you know and we'll get rock and rolling, bro.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Let's get started with our regularly scheduled program.
Mm-mm.
Uh, what do we got here? So Ruby, we'll start with you, man. So yeah, I guess like in terms of the album, why don't you and Estelon just chop it up and then I'll just kind of listen in. So your question is when you just got an album in the mail, what would love to talk about what we can do when she brings her sessions to plant the seed. She has 2 shoots this weekend. She can
Good
try with.
try.
So what are your Estelon, what are your thoughts? So basically he's got the album printed, or he's got the album. What are your thoughts on like what would you recommend they experiment with to plant seeds to set it up for like the sales call?
Oh, I would say he really only has one opportunity because he's not meeting in person for a consultation. So the only opportunity is during the shoot. So it's just bringing it there, showing either after, maybe after would be a good idea. Give them a good experience of the shoot, and then and like, hey, we want to show you guys something that you guys can. This could be your photos that we just took. Um, and then from there he can do a quick design, and then show them whenever they do the reveal for the final selection. He can show the design of the album, like, hey, you remember the album that you touched and you failed those thick pages? This could be yours too, something like that. Like if you put a deposit on it now, you can get 20% off. Like if right after the session, just kind of
Hmm.
start like the upselling process or something.
Hmm. Where did you come up? How did you come up with the idea of putting down deposit? Is that something that they did in that program, or is that something just kind of off the top of the dome where you're like, hey, maybe I try this out?
Yeah, in that program we did that. So well, it wasn't after because it was wedding, so it wasn't after the wedding. But whenever we were delivering the product, we try to make a big deal from the very beginning. A big deal was like, oh, we have the grand premiere. Um, Come ready for to sip a little bit of wine and see your photos for the first time, blah blah blah. And then during the premiere, we'll show them the album. We'll show them an album of a different client, but then we will have photos printed out of them as well that we're kind of like taking a risk on. They might get it, they might not. And then like, oh, so if you make a purchase today, you have 20% off.
I see. So it's during. So is that during the sales consult then, or is that
Yeah,
after? Okay.
during well, it's not during the console. It's more so during the reveal, the delivery stage where you're delivering the final product.
Right, right. So so again, you go physically shoot, plant some seeds, and then you meet them in person. And you're saying during that event, where you meet them in person and you show a few photos, show a few albums, and you say, hey, look, if you put down 20% today, if you put down whatever today and get started today, we'll go and give you this discount. They say, yeah. And then from there, obviously, you deliver the thing, you get it printed and send it over to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So what you're saying is potentially plant that seed during the shooting stage.
Yeah, during the shooting stage, during the discovery call, all of those. Trying to find little things, you just sprinkle it all over, basically.
If it were me, because I think Riviera, so I always just kind of think through like, where's the bottleneck? And I think that Riviera's got it dialed in up until the shoot. So I actually wouldn't say it on the shoot because what you say, like, he has so it's so such low resistance that people are paying there, they're showing up. So I probably wouldn't do it there. I think the best move probably would be on the actual shoot. And I like the idea of doing it towards the tail end because they've experienced this great thing, they're in a great mood. So I agree with that. Instead of leading with that, I definitely agree, like probably towards the tail end. So that's probably what I would do is I would probably do it toward the tail end. I would have like a systematic approach towards like, hey, so in terms of what happens next, basically, the first thing is this, the second thing is this, the third thing is this. Does that make sense? Yeah, cool. And so also I'd like to share this with you. Were you leaning more towards something that looks like this? And then from there, getting some kind of, again, I don't know the exact order of operation of like what to say and what to say, but I do agree like towards the tail end. And I think it could be potentially good to plant a seed of a discount. Um, but that I'm not 100% sure about. Because I think Eslan, your situation is different because you were doing your discount makes sense because that's at the end of the sale. So that's literally the same thing we do. We say, hey, it's 6,250, or if you pay now in full, we're gonna give you a discount. So it makes like that discount. I don't know. It could work, could not work. I don't know.
I guess
Um,
the only point of the discount is to incentivize them to decide now. Like, hey, you just got to decide now, and then put a deposit down today, or you give them 48 hours, whatever the case might be. Like if you like this albums that I'm showing you right now, this could be yours. Most of our clients go ahead and design an album and do some prints because they don't want their photos just being bypassed on a screen. Shit that we used to say. They want physical products that are going to stay for a long time. If you want this, you get 25% off, 20% off right off the bat just from buying it today.
I like that. I would say if you want to test that out, Riviera, I think a good thing could be like potentially throwing in like a Black Friday, Cyber Monday, or New Year's. Like make it make sense, right? Like, oh, it's not 20% off just today because that kind of feels like a a sales tactic to get people to take action. But if, however, you have a logical reason, like, hey, because of Black Friday, Cyber Monday, or hey, because we have a bunch of albums we're trying to offload, we're giving a discount actually, or what you have to have like some kind of a logical reason, I think, if
Hmm.
that's what you want to test out. Um, but yeah, what's kind of going through your head, Riviera?
Yeah, just kind of like what you said, kind of how to order of operations. So, there is you know, yeah, because usually naturally the client at the end of the session, they feel very good, they feel very giddy, they feel very happy. There's like this emotion of just because when he does, I mean, and especially other photographers, usually typically if they do well, it's like a good emotion, and then they usually say, okay, what's next? And then Wendy typically will tell them, well, pretty much what I'll do is I'll send you kind of like um basically the best shots, and then you just select the 15 that you chose in your package. And of course, if you want any extras, you can favorite your extras. If you want the full gallery, I'll present kind of what that would look like through text once upon delivery. And then you could go ahead and choose your 15, or you could choose the full any of the additionals. And then when that is done, then basically I'm able to generate the amount that's due, and then from you paying, you basically get those photos. So that's pretty much how she goes about it. And now I'm just trying to like plop in the whole planting the seed element. So I've been thinking about like, yeah, just like planting the seed, kind of showcasing like, well, now it's going to be a lot different in how she does it because it's going to Zoom call. So I'm just trying to figure out how to basically say it. So now the expectation is they're going to be pushed to a Zoom. We're going to be reviewing kind of the photos together, and you'll essentially on the call will basically pick your top
So,
15 pick if you want any extras.
so hold
I
on,
don't know. I'm just Frankensteining it, so I don't know.
no, no, you're good. You're good. So let me just get that straight. So at the very beginning, what you said is the initial way is what's next. And you say, hey, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and edit the 15 best that I think. Is that what you said?
No, she actually edits like so they let's say they pick the 250 mini, it comes with 15 photos. Now what she's doing is she's actually editing like 70 to 80 fully edited up front so when she sends it it's has a higher upsell potential. But she does like edit like 70 to 80 photos.
Here's what I'm trying to get at because I'm trying to help you edit your script. So the first thing
Mhm.
you say is what? Kind of in order in terms of like what she says.
Um, I'll pull up two, but I just don't want to paraphrase her too much. But I guess just to kind of kick it off, she basically says, yeah, basically what happens next is I'll send you, yeah, basically what happens next is I'll go ahead and edit the best shots that I think are the best shots. So, it could be a number of like between 70 to 80 photos. And then you can simply, you pick the 250 mini with 15 photos. So simply pick your 15 photos. And of course, if you want more photos, I'll kind of upon delivery give you kind of a breakdown of what each extra photo would cost, or if you want the full gallery, you also get that breakdown. So that way, in case you want more than 15, you also kind of know how to get more. And then from there, you simply let me know your total amount, and I can kind of guide you through what that would be. And then upon paying for that, I could pretty much take out the watermark and deliver those photos to you. And I'm just paraphrasing. I'm sure she says it differently, but that's like,
Okay.
and that's her kind of saying it on like at the day of like, because usually they're like, oh, what's next? Like, and because those photo sessions done, you're there physically with them. They're asking what's next, and then she kind of breaks it down like that, and then I guess I could kind of maybe see what she says in conversation in text in case there's like a actual because everything's done through text, right? At a certain point, once she delivers the gallery. So there's no Zoom call. So I'm pretty sure I could find the thread of what she says here. Let's see. Um, you know what? I think I have here text message thread example. Cool. So she usually texts da, da, da. Here yeah, she'll text like, "Hey, thank you for waiting for your edited photos. this is like maybe after a couple days pass, right? Here's your package here's a gallery of 77 edited photos. Your package includes 15 digital images of your choice. She sends the gallery link and then simply directions how to choose. Just heart your favorites directly in the gallery and just let me know when you're done. I'll confirm the total and we'll be able to get the non-watermarks ready for upload. And then
Can you
that's
share your
all.
screen real quick? Can you share your screen real quick so I can see what
Yeah, no problem.
we'll, we will focus on the step before. I'm not super concerned. I'm trying to get this information just to have it because this
Yeah,
probably won't do this anymore if
yeah.
you did it.
Sorry, I'm just organizing this a little bit more. Cool. I will share my screen now. Go, do you see this?
Yep.
Cool. So basically, this is the point where, at this point in the conversation, yeah, this is where it's like after they physically met, they did the gallery. It's been a few days or a week, and she is now texting them that she kind of texts this.
Okay. Thank you. Da, 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 how to choose. You heart the one. Da, 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 da. Okay, cool. Um, okay, cool. Um, so what we need to work on, so you can stop. You can stop sharing that. I'm
Okay.
okay now. So I guess what we need to do is I need to maybe brainstorm on a potential script and I'll send it over your way in terms of what you can potentially say towards the tail end of that thing. So I like this whole, I'll edit the ones that are the best, and then you say something along the lines, you pick the 15, and if you want more, da da da. So I like this line, but obviously we can't really use this. I like this. I like starting out. So I'll edit whatever, um, and then I'll present these to you, and then from there you can go and pick the 15 that you want, that you like. If you want more, you can certainly pick more, you can do less. That being said, also there's digital versions and then there's a physical version. In terms of the physical version, and then you pull it out. Here's what the physical version looks like. This is the quality of the paper. This is that. Are you leaning more towards digital or physical right now, or not? Do you not know? And then they'll tell you like, oh, if you maybe they'll say right from the get-go, oh, we love the physical. Or maybe you don't even position that way. Like, would you like digital or physical? Maybe just position as like, are you looking for something physical that you can have that's long lasting forever? Is that something you're looking for? And then you try to bait them into that. And if they say yeah, then you're like, okay, perfect. So like I said, I'm gonna get home, we're gonna edit the 15 best, and then from there, we're gonna set up a consult with you where we're gonna walk you through the top 15 as well as the entire album. And then from there, you can pick and choose whether you'd like us to just do these 15, or if you see some more that you really like, then we can put those in, or you can just do the whole darn album. But obviously, we can only fit probably 40 or 30, whatever photos are into the album. How does that sound? They say, yeah, cool. Then you get home, you edit 80, whatever, and then invite them over to Zoom, do the whole shebang. That's tentatively kind of what's brewing through my head right now.
Mhm.
Uh, so you do the
No,
shoot. Hey, so in terms of what happens next, what's going to happen next, I'm going to go home and I'm going to edit 70 to 80 shots that I think are some of the best. And then from there, you're going to pick the 15 that you like the best. If you want to do more, by the way, you can certainly do more. Or if you want the entire album, you can do the entire album. Also, in terms of how it looks, obviously we'll give you digital versions of it. In terms of physical versions, here's what it looks like. Is this something that you're looking for, by the way? Some kind of a physical, something that you can keep on forever? That's kind of what I assume most people that we're having interactions with, they want it forever, not just to post on Facebook, not just to post on Instagram. They say, yeah, it's like, okay, perfect. So again, like I said, I'm going to go back to editing bay. We're going to edit 70 to 80 photos, the ones I think are the best. Once we're done with that, which should be within here in about 24 hours, we'll hop on a Zoom call and then you can walk me through the ones that you really, really like, and then we'll go and orchestrate the album for you. That's kind of what's brewing through my head right now. I don't know. What are your thoughts, Rivera? What are your thoughts, Islam?
I mean, that's where my mind kind of went. Is kind of how you said it. I just couldn't piece it together, but I'm sure I mean, I'm recording this call, so maybe I can kind of take what you kind of said and kind of maybe build something out and maybe present it to you. But as far as in terms of yeah, it's just yeah, it would be something like that. I don't know what else I could add to it, just because it's so kind of up in the air at the moment. But
Yeah, the job is just to bait them into being like, yeah, I want to hop on it. That's the key, right? The key with this
Mhm.
is we don't need to go super in depth. We just need to bait them into the key here is we just need to bait them into saying yes to a Zoom call. That's it.
Mhm.
That's all we need to do. And then once they say yeah to that, then we can go into the text conversation. Hey, got everything edited. When are you available? Also, when's your wife available or your husband's available? We can all hop on together and kind of work this together. I know it's really it's important for all parties to be there because I don't want your husband or whatever to feel like, there's a photo that's missing. And then
Mhm.
hop on a Zoom call, and then we have to kind of work through that and kind of like review a few sales calls and see what that process looks like. Again, you have access to the course that I think you and Esteban are working together to kind of figure out what's inside the course to do the sales pitch. So it's kind of like I'm guessing the sales pitch is inside that course. You probably can just like work through that sales pitch, just slightly tweak it for like the Zoom call, and you should probably be okay. To be honest, that's kind of what's going through my head.
Gotcha. I think he still needs to send over the course. I'm not too sure if I got that yet. But yeah, I mean, any resources would be helpful for sure.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Esteban, what are your thoughts, bro? Do you have what are your thoughts or anything you want to throw in? You think that is there anything that you think we're missing here or anything of value that you want to throw in that you think could help?
I think there's something we're missing, but I'll let Esalon talk first.
In terms of getting them to go on a Zoom call, is super easy because I mean, you're gonna show them the photos in a Zoom call, so it's not even making. It's just like, hey, like whenever you talk about the next step, it's just letting them know during the next step, I'm gonna show you all the photos that I edited in a Zoom call. And so there's like no, if answer buts. That is what's gonna happen type of thing. You
Exactly.
and then they hop on the Zoom call. You let them know prior or even whenever you send in this message, you're gonna prepare a presentation so they can choose the photos that they like best, and maybe give them the design there as well, which is
Mhm.
something that we would do. Like we would do. I was showing you, Daniel, the slideshows of the album that we will make.
Yeah,
We
you
would
just showed
show
up.
those during the sales process, as part of the presentation, where they'll be like, "Oh, do you like this slideshow?" And then you can be like, "Okay, well, if this slideshow was gonna look like the printed album that we showed you," and then talk about the pricing right there. So yeah, I guess that's the only thing I wanted to add is that it's very easy to just get them on a Zoom call because that is where they're gonna choose.
Yeah.
You can kind of just be like, "Yeah, that's where you're gonna get to see the photos," and for the first time, you're not sending a link or anything like that up until all the way after you've already done the
I
review
agree.
on the Zoom
Like
call.
now that if I'm stepping into the shoes of the consumer, there was at no point where you told them there's a Zoom call, there's no Zoom call or anything. All you've done on the initial phone call is, hey guys, we're gonna pick a location. After we pick a location, you show up there. You have this amount of time. I'm gonna shoot, blah blah blah, and all it is a $50 deposit to secure. And they say yeah. And so they have no idea of what happens after. They have no idea if you're gonna give the photos over via digitally or a Zoom call. So when they ask you what's next, and you just say that to them, they're not gonna know that we're tweaking up our sales process. They're gonna be like, oh, okay, cool, sounds good. We'll show up on the Zoom call. So I don't, yeah, like Eslan says. I think that's going to be actually pretty easy. I think it's going to be pretty easy. I think the question is simply just going to be here's the part that's going to matter is how good are you at your words and paying attention to your body language as you show them the physical. That's the key. Is going to be how well you sell that. And like as someone's saying, hey, so yeah, if you feel it's like really thick and da da da, da, like those are the kinds of things that are going to make them like start to salivate and be like, oh, yeah, yeah, like I actually really love this. I'm excited to
Mhm.
have a conversation with Daniel. I think that's
Mhm.
like this part that we're kind of like not even stressing, but like we're trying to figure out like the script. It's gonna be a walk in the park. It's gonna be you showcasing the physical. That's all it is. The better you are at showcasing that, the better you get them to salivate, the higher the chances that we're gonna be able to close high ticket for the product. Um, and I personally think, when it comes to the thing, you obviously, I think this should be an obvious, but like when they buy that, they get all the digital, like they get all of them. They get all the digital images. So
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking if they're gonna, yeah, upsell and you get them for the physical, you might as well. Maybe a perk we can add is like, hey, like you saw I don't know if at some point we'd show them the same kind of upsell thing with like digital upsells where it's like one additional photo, $5, five photos for $50, and then like, whole gallery for $100, but that's typically what the digital upsell looks like. But what if like if they choose the album, they get that for free, or they just get all the gallery digitally for free. So I don't
Here's
know if that's like a way to kind of incentivize the physical buy, but um
I think you lead with, so here's kind of what's brewing in my head. If you think about their shoes, and again, I could be wrong here, and Eslan, definitely like correct me, but like I'm stepping into their shoes. They've gone in, they've done this shoot with you. They spent what, $50 for the de deposit?
it's usually a half. So if it's a 250 shoot, it's usually 125 they put in so far.
So think about it like that, right? They just spent $125. You're asking them to hop on a Zoom call, and imagine you talk about it like it's a physical thing. In their
Mhm.
mind, they don't know that they could just buy digitals and that they can buy them for $15 a piece or whatever. They don't even know that. So you lead with that, and it's like, yo, I already spent 150 on this. Let me just pay off the remaining balance and get the rest of this. Does that make sense? So it's like I think that if you position it the way you're talking about, where you show the photos and like, hey, it's this price for the 15 and this price for this and this price for this, their mind is gonna you're anchoring the wrong way. So if you anchor, say, hey, I typically charge 25,000, but you can get my book for $27. Now it's like, okay, that book is a hell of a deal. Versus you're like, hey, I have a book that's $27, but here's this thing that's 27,000. Wait, my mind is on this.
Yeah.
So I don't think I would lead with the digital. I think I would lead with like I would just sell the shit out of the physical,
Hmm.
and then you basically just say, oh, by the way, all the digitals are going to be coming with this as well, so you can post them on social media, Instagram, whatever. And
Yeah.
if you have an issue, somebody doesn't do that, then you can downsell just like the digital, I think. So the digital is the downsell that you tell them about
Mhm.
if you have issues trying to sell the physical.
Yeah, you can at least get them for that. Okay, okay. Yeah, that actually does make a lot more sense.
So they don't know
Because
anything about digital. So like everything you guys have been doing, we have amnesia. We forget about it. They forget it. Nobody knows anymore. Nobody knows that you used to offer digital and this and that. We just lead with the physical and the downsell is the digital, I think.
yeah, and it's not even in the discovery, so it's not like they can say hold us to a certain anything really.
Yeah, when you say 15 mini session, it could be that the 50 mini session is like a small little book of 15 images.
Right? They don't know. Yeah. And I doubt they'd even say or consider and yeah, yeah. A lot of
Okay.
them draw blanks on what the heck they even signed up for, and then she has to like guide them. But it's
Yeah,
like almost like amnesia.
exactly. Esson, you were saying something, bro?
I'm thinking maybe like because the way that you have it right now is working, and you can just keep that 15 minis like as a lead magnet. You're just presenting it last. So just like Kushik is saying, so let's say you have that in their mind. Okay, but what he's saying is that right now that's what they have in their mind, and then you're gonna present the album, and then it's gonna like shock them or something like that, right? If you present the album first, because what happens if you present the album first, and then they're gonna get shocked at the price of the album, as opposed to right now, which is whenever it's like 150 or 250 for the minis, and they're okay with that.
Hmm.
Know what I mean or no?
Yeah, I get what you mean. Like, yeah,
How
that
much, just really quick, Daniel, with the upsell that we're talking about right now, what does that leave like the actual price to?
okay, so like the upsell, I think it's like, I mean,
Like
there is,
in profit margin. So like, okay, let's say it costs, how much does it cost to acquire a customer?
I think it's like anywhere between 50 to 70 for client acquisition.
Okay, so 250 minus 70 to 80, and then so like one, is it safe to say like 175 is your profit?
Um, yeah,
Okay.
and you're talking about from their perspective, like the photographer with their like their family or maternity or whatever leads they get, right? Or are you talking about my client acquisition
I'm
costs?
not talking about you, I'm talking about like the photographer. So if
The photographer.
a photographer under you using this strategy, using it to book calls, they book a call, blah blah blah, they do their thing. They sell
Mhm.
$250 product for 70. Is that and then 180 about would you say that's like the profit margin?
I'd say they retain, I mean, everything's digital. So, I mean, the only overhead for a photographer is like literally the gas to get there or maybe a permit for the park. But really,
Okay.
there's not too much overhead, and they're shooting outdoors, so there's not really too much. I'd say it's like an 80% profit margin. Obviously, if you include my agency fee and like ad spend and stuff, it's
No,
probably
no,
gonna
no,
go.
I don't care about that. So I'm
Okay.
saying like simply just on the photographer.
Hmm.
How much is it? It's at 75 bucks
It's about
to
$100. It's about $100. We did the math a few weeks ago. It's about
in
$100.
profit. Okay. So my next question is the upsell that like, how much are you trying to charge for this upsell? And I would imagine because it's digital, it's pure profit as well. How much are we talking?
Just another $100. We've
Okay.
experimented with 150, but we kind of do the 100.
So my question then is it worth, it's obviously worth trying to figure this out, but maybe this play, instead of trying to go this complicated route of like, what do I sell and how do I sell it and how do I figure out selling? Maybe it's worth more figuring out how to just get referrals. Like I feel like there's like that's like the obvious thing on the table that I'm looking at. Like I'm thinking like, okay, we could sell this, 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 and this, and like I get creative with it too, and I'm like, okay, how can we sell something else? But for me, it's like,
Mhm.
The
what
the
happens if we just get a referral?
the play actually. So I would say that the play, if we look at the numbers, Mason, so
Hmm.
$50 cost per acquisition. So
Hmm.
here's what we did, like I think 2 or 3 weeks ago. I looked at so I'll show you actually. So here's what we did. We looked at, and so referrals definitely helps, but there's something bigger here. So what I did is I looked at like Wendy's numbers.
Hmm.
I don't, I need to pin this. And so based off of this,
Hmm.
um, so ad spend is this, revenue is this. So 11,855 minus 3,995 is 7,000 whatever divided by 51. This doesn't
Hmm.
make sense. Yeah, yeah. So it's 100. So it's $148. It's profit, right? So
Hmm.
she made 11,000. She made 12,000. She spent 4,000. Divide that by 51 customers. She's making a profit of 150.
Hmm.
The issue is not acquisition in this business model, right? Because
Right.
the acquisition is so fucking cheap. So referrals are fine, but what's going to help is this. So imagine, so the average, so here's the thing. So here's what we do. So we take the 11,000, we take the
Hmm.
11,855, 11,855, divide that by 51.
Hmm.
Our average order value is 200,
Hmm.
232. The
Okay.
goal here is if we sell a $2,000 package instead of a 232 package. And so now if we sell a $2,000 package, and if that will take the LTV up to maybe $600. So 600 minus 78, she's basically going from a profit of 148 to
So that
now 600.
I got that. That to me makes sense. But I'm just wondering, what the hell are you gonna sell for 2 grand from a photo package?
Exactly. So that's what they're trying to figure out. So what they're doing, and so this is actually pretty common. What they sell is they sell a physical. So right now what they're selling for 232 is a physical, what they're selling is a
Right.
digital
Yep.
album of all the photos. What we're saying is stop doing that, sell a physical album of all the photos or 20 photos or whatever. And if we do that, we're going to be able to charge substantially higher. Does that make sense?
No, it makes sense. I'm just wondering who's gonna pay 2 grand for a physical photo album.
People do. It's actually pretty common.
Really?
So the reason I brought Estalon in on this is Estalon bought a coaching program for
Mm-hmm.
$2,000 a few years ago, and
Mm-hmm.
all that guy taught was this business model.
Mm-hmm.
So he taught how
Yeah.
to sell something for 2 grand.
Yeah.
The thing that that guy doesn't know how to do is what Riviera
What
figured
we're
out.
trying to do right now.
Exactly. So Riviera figured out sales through paid ads. That guy doesn't know.
Yeah.
So we're combining what Riviera's done there with what that guy's done for 2,000, selling it for 2,000.
Yeah.
If we merge the two, now Riviera's got some Hormozy level shit.
Yeah. I would still, if you can get the referral thing down as well, though, it's like if you can get both parts down, that would be huge.
For
Because if
sure.
I'm like, okay, if you have 51 acquisitions and let's say like one out of 5 people are referred, we're talking. another 10 sales, which is your two, 2,300 bucks right there.
Yeah.
And out of those 20 people, 20% refers to that, and that's another four sales. That's another 800. So really it's 3 grand out of just 20% referrals.
It'll
And then
eventually wrap up. Like, and that's probably the next step that we'll move into. But like right now, we need to figure out how to drive this up. Right now, we need to figure out
yeah,
how to drive up LTV. And the reason for that is because right now Riviera is charging, and so we did the math, right? We figured out like how much Riviera is charging, 1,500 or whatever. So we basically had a client, and after paying Riviera for like 3 months, they only made 1,000 profit.
right.
And so that's the key is we need to figure out how to make them way more
How to
money
raise the LTV so it's worth, yeah.
so that they
It's
can
either
pay.
that or you got to get rid of your marketing fee and then just have a coaching program and just have a one-time fee.
Yeah, so we're trying to figure out how to increase LTV. Once we figure out how to increase LTV, we're going to be able to convert this from, a $1,500 service of 3 months to now a $5,000 coaching package. If we can help people sell like fucking three of these $2,000 things, bro, the coaching
Yeah,
price
right, right. It's a no-brainer. How much are you, wait, so how much are you selling your thing right now for, Daniel?
15.
Um, Pretty much 1,500 for 3 months or a
Okay,
thousand.
okay. Got it.
And so people, Mason, so basically because he's charging 1,500 for 3 months, at the end of it, with the ad spend, so the photographer spends $1,500 with Riviera. They spend about $1,500 on ad spend, 2,000. So the specific person is a girl named Sasha, I think. So she spent $1,500 with Riviera, approximately, let's just like take the math, and maybe 2,000 on paid ads. She walked away with $1,000 profit. That's it. That's fucking nothing.
Okay.
So that's why we have to figure out how to make her way more money
Yeah.
so that she can pay Riviera way more.
Well, yeah, it's not like she can't keep doing it though. You know what I mean? Like even, I mean, just in general, it's not terrible. I know
Yeah.
what you're saying, but it's not terrible because it's not like she can, just stop doing what she's doing. Um,
So yeah, the
but
referral
yeah,
fee is like I would say that's a cherry on top in this case. We got to figure out how to get them to sell instead of 250, 2,000. That's the key. It's basically gym launches shit. We're taking people from paying $97 for a month to like $800 for like 3 months.
yeah.
Shit,
That's
even if
I mean,
one of
even if it's not like,
even if one closes for the month, it'll be so much bigger
seriously,
than
seriously,
a freaking.
exactly.
You could just tie it into every single because
yeah,
there's so much. It's a volume play. I mean, look at Wendy's closes
yeah,
15 these couple. It's insane. And so it's like if they could just get one close. I'm not saying that I'm aiming for one close a month. I'm just saying like if we put a new system in place to where there's more of an opportunity, there's a net in the lake, it's going to catch a fish eventually.
yeah.
And
Would
the
you
more
recommend going for 2 grand though, or would you Koshik, or would you be like, okay, let's see what I can sell this thing at, and then just keep going up?
So you know me, Mason. I lead with whatever the market's currently doing that's been proven. And so in Estelon's program, I think they're selling for like 2 grand, right? Estelon, or how much are they selling the packages for? Or like the full album for?
Two grand starting.
2 grand
So
starting.
Wow.
that
I don't
is
know.
that
Maybe
is
I'm just
way
ignorant, man. Maybe I'm just ignorant about it.
You're just ignorant
But
about it, bro.
Bro, dude, sometimes you gotta just sit back and be like, dude, I don't know shit.
I would say that the big difference is that we are doing it for weddings. Like, I mentioned this to Daniel
Oh,
and
okay.
so that
Now we're
mini,
talking.
yeah,
This makes way more sense.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
And it's also luxury. Everything is luxury.
Yeah, yeah, of
Me
course.
and Daniel was talking. I was like, I'm not sure if this one will be able to go that high, quite high. Um,
Well, dude, even if it's like 600 bucks, that's pretty
yeah,
good.
that's what we were talking about. Like around 800, even 1,000 for an album. And then
I mean, the best upsell we have right now is 100, and like, I mean, it's
Let's take, all right, let's do some math real quick. All right, we got 51 people.
Let's just do
Right?
500. Let's see 500. We'll see what it is.
Hold on. We got 51 people here.
Yep.
Would you guys not agree that at least one out of 10 of those people, one out of every 10 people want a physical album where it's super important to them? I would guarantee there's at least
absolutely,
5 people in here. So
yeah.
if we just do that and we just say 5 people and they want to spend an average of 2,000, that's 5 times 2, that's $10,000, right? $10,000 that we add to this. I mean, let's just put in 10,000 here. That's huge. We've gone from a 3x to almost a 6x. And so now if we do 21,855 minus $3,995, divide that
7.
by 51 people, we're making a profit of $350 per person. Now we're cooking. That's $350 for a fucking photo shoot, bro. That's insane. $350 for a photo shoot, and you can knock out like three photo shoots in a day. That's $350 times three. These photographers are making $1,000 a weekend. Now we're cooking.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, like I think it's possible, Riviera, like easily, dude. Like one out of every 10 people buy a $2,000 thing, no problem. I think it's just we just gotta test it. So I think we're there. I think we're close. As stupid as
Yeah,
it
I think
sounds,
we're
just from this
close, man.
conversation. Yeah,
The
just get
album
that.
looks amazing. I feel it in my hands, and I feel like, wow, you know, like,
You
and
guys
I'm
have
sure
some,
it means
you guys,
more to somebody who has a family and all that.
do you guys have a few photos in there already?
Yeah, I'll show you. It's pretty nice.
Dude, I could see you doing like holiday like emails for like the holidays and like Christmas card. Bro, I'm like thinking about all this shit. Like, there's so much. You guys should do like Christmas cards and shit, man. Like,
Yeah, we can take these people, the 51 people that bought, and
bro,
I'm sure
you
we can
have Christmas coming up. You can hit them up, try to get some referrals. You got Christmas cards. You have Valentine's Day shoots, couples shoots, gift cards. So try to sell some fucking gift cards or some shit.
yeah, I mean, this is
You have like
yeah,
the
can't
blur
really
effect on.
Lay flat.
take off the blur. Let me try that.
Riviera is gonna sell us on buying a damn album.
Bro, look at them. It's like 2 grand.
Let me put none.
Like, I
Sorry
want,
if
like
my link.
I want, I want photos of everybody in the coaching calls.
I
I
want
want.
photos of the fucker that hit my car. Pay 2 grand for that.
Yeah, I mean, you could see,
Wow. Oh, that looks nice.
you could do like
Oh,
some,
that's really fucking cool, bro. Like that right there.
and yeah, I use Fundy Designer, the one that you use, Esta.
Yeah, that's great. How long does that take to design? Or you just kind of like upload the photos and it does it for you, or?
She had to get used to the software, but she says she's gonna be way faster now that she's kind of like learned it and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. That looks
But
great.
she
I
has
really
like a
like that.
different demographic. So families, she has flash photography with families with
Bro, that's so
like
fucking solid.
revealing that they had a kid, you know, like revealing.
Show that, hey.
Right.
Okay. So these things that you're mentioning right now, okay, you want to write these down, okay? You want to tell those
Mhm.
stories. Like, hey, so you want to, so okay, here's the thing.
Oh,
Is if you're doing like a family thing or somebody's pregnant, you flip over to that. So you show a few photos and you're like, oh, there's this couple, by the way, and she actually just got married, and you tell this really cool, funny story about that.
you
Now
should
they're
have
gonna
like
Oh,
different like you should have Valentine's Day ones, you should have like Christmas ones, like holiday ones. You should have all that type of different stuff. Baby photos, like baby photos is huge.
yeah,
Yeah,
she
right
got
there.
like first birthdays.
You could also run an ad. I feel like, well, that really is not the problem, is it?
No, the problem is just like getting them to charge more. That's it. And I think you have, bro, this is beautiful. This is fucking beautiful. Look at that. That's so cool.
That
So
Bro,
is
yeah, I
actually
mean
that is
there
pretty
is
neat.
something there, right? Like you're miss a FOMO. I hope we can hit some FOMO on that.
yeah,
um,
yeah.
but
What do you
yeah,
yeah, FOMO for like for sure. Like yeah, I think you could put in FOMO for almost every aspect. Whether somebody's pregnant, like, hey, you're only gonna be pregnant around this time, or hey, look, the photo that we have here, you're only gonna get this visual, like this life. You're only gonna live this one time, and that's right here, right now. So there's FOMO you can put into every fucking thing. So
mhm.
Anniversaries, all that type of shit.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, yeah, my brain's just yeah. I mean, I feel like whatever we've talked about brainstormed here, I feel like it's gonna push the needle. And then obviously the day of the shoot, I can message you like the day before, like what our plans are in terms of how we're gonna approach it. Just to kind of get a last check in before we. I know it's not gonna be super robust, but if we can at least get our foot in the door and maybe try a little bit of
dude, the worst case scenario is gonna be that if you anchor from 2 grand, the worst case is you're gonna keep selling the 250s. You
right?
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So whatever you're upselling to is going to be like your base case, I think.
Okay. Yeah, there's like nothing to lose because we're already doing what we're doing, and then obviously we still have the digital upsells method, so we could just downsell to that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, anything else that's top of mind that you want to go over, Rivera, regarding this?
Um, no, I mean, regarding that, no, I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna try to get everyone on a certain call. But I know these photographers well now enough to be on so many calls that they're honestly so depressed that their camera's collecting dust, to be honest, and that even though like I feel like the numbers, I'm like, how are these people staying with me? The numbers are so shit. Sometimes they're making a profit or they're break even at the worst, but they still seem happy in a sense. So it's just like I'm trying to figure it out, and it's like, yeah, I think they're just happy to be working in photo, but I don't want them to feel like they're burnt out because they're working all these shoots just to pay me. So I think this high ticket will be the unlock.
That's great news, dude. Like when I know the way you phrased it is the way you phrased it, but like if you have people that are fucking happy, bro, man, like this is great news. I can't wait till we figure out this LTV thing and we're gonna be cooking, man. We're gonna be cooking. If they're
Or
already
you got to
happy.
imagine these people paid like 2 grand for a camera and they have no idea how to market it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
for most of your clients, bro, like they're probably like are excited that they're even just going on the fucking shoots. Like they
Yeah.
probably don't even care about the money just yet. Like I think eventually they will, but at the same time, it's like you got to remember like these people are probably not getting booked like this.
Mason, think about it, dude. Like they go from like being photographers and like getting one-off shoots every once in a while, not knowing how to get clients, and then now like all of a sudden just fucking
Yeah, to
hella.
me, like I mean, this is just one little sub niche too. You know what I mean? Like you can crack a lot of different niches.
And you know what I heard recently is some girl, she said that she's been getting depressed, hasn't got one booking in 3 months. And I think she did like high ticket, like 1,500 for like 2 hour shoots. And she has a great catalog. And she just told me, like, spilled her heart, just basically saying like I don't know what I need to be doing, but a big thing is like I'm just like lost on I just don't feel like I'm a photographer. Like they're like they feel like almost like a fraud in the sense that they claim to be this person and they can't even work the thing. That's like being in construction, having all these tools and you haven't been on a site in 3 months. Like, are you even a construction guy? And then what else did she say? She yeah, she said that, and it's crazy how quick they are to pivot. She was trying to do like she was still trying to do high ticket, but once I told her this, she's like, "Oh, let's do it." Like it's just crazy to me because I remember
We're
with dentists, they were so like, "No, I'm only gonna do this. I'm screw implants, screw Invisalign. I want to do teeth whitening only. I want to run a teeth," and then they're so stuck on it. But they seem so willing to pivot, these photographers. So I think, yeah, if I could just give them more value up front, um, yeah, it should be a lot better. But
Yeah, no, we're good, dude. Like I'm pleased. I'm very pleased. I'm very happy with where things are at right now, man. Um, in terms of this opportunity. So let's have a really quick look at your numbers and then we'll go ahead and bro, me and Jorge figured some crazy shit out, bro. Just so you guys know. I have been fighting tooth and nail with this motherfucker Jorge to book calls. And we figured some cool ass shit out. Um, it's gonna sound okay. So here's what you do, okay? So you have one campaign where you
Mhm.
test out different ad angles. So we had like a perfect leads ad, like this is what the perfect lead looks like. Here's one like that's like, hey, 28K within whatever certain days. All right, so you figure out these different ads, and then what you do, and these are image ads, so that's not a lot of work. And then what we do is we have literally a CBO campaign, and we have one ad set with the video version of it. We duplicate that video 3 times, and then we literally duplicate it 3 times.
What do you mean a video version of it? What do you mean?
So, this is cool as fuck, bro. So, all right. So here's what you're looking at, by the way, is you're looking at a CBO campaign. Every single one of these ads is the exact same.
Yep.
It's exact same. So here is what I mean. So for example, this is like an angle, right?
Yep.
Uh, we create the perfect lead. So actually, no, this is the same angle. This angle and um, these are all the same. We create the perfect lead, but you have like this version, you have this version. But it's like just this angle. It's like in that market, they want the perfect lead. They're tired of like all these like 20K in 30 days guarantee or you don't pay. They're tired of like the Hormozy offers. And so this ad just really jumped out. I can't find the exact one, but it's like it was like a really cool ad. You had two people and just to say they actually show up, they're not looking for free trial, they want to pay good money, whatever. So once we confirmed that, what we did is we created at that point a video version of that ad. So again, this is another version of the exact same ad, same angle. And so then Jorge came in here like a boss.
Jiu-Jitsu school owners, do you know what the perfect lead looks like? He looks like this guy right here. He actually shows up to appointments. He wants to pay good money for results. He stays for 12 months, not 3, and he's not looking for a free trial. If you're tired of companies giving you bad
Oh, that's
leads,
great ad.
no-shows, people can't afford the program. We're constantly seeing the same ad, promising you 100 students in 5 days, and if they don't deliver, they're gonna pay for your kids' college tuition. And we finally cracked the code on how to avoid all that. Our team generates and targets high-quality students in your area. We qualify them, we call them, we book them on the phone for you, and we get them to show up to your school. So all you have to do is have your instructors give them a good class and have your program director sign them up that first day that they come in. This is the exact same system that we used to help Adam Redlick's downtown jiu-jitsu club generate an additional $30,000 in 30 days with the system. So if you want a predictable and consistent way to pack your calendar and go to your school, we can only handle 3 new schools this month. Plus, we only work with 1 school per area. So click the link below to book your free call to find out if your city is still available. Talk soon.
So basically the very beginning is like the angle, right? Like this is what and again, we could have one where Jorge's sitting here, talking head version. We have so many variations. Like we have one angle, which is the perfect lead. We have like all these image ads to confirm, like, okay, this is what the market wants. Then we create the video ad. And so hopefully that makes sense. Again, you have like one campaign where you have all these different angles. You find the angle that works, and then we create a CBO.
And you find different ways to show the.
No. So like let's say this is one angle, this is another angle, this is another angle, and then we find, let's just say this is the winner, which is the perfect
Right.
lead.
I have that.
Then we create a video version of that, and we
Yep.
literally just duplicate that shit motherfucker like 12 times.
Really?
Yeah, exactly. That's the crazy part. It's a CBO campaign, it's one ad set, and then within that ad set, we have the exact same ad 3 times, and then we take this motherfucker and we multiply that shit 3 times, and that's how we're getting these crazy ass results. And bro,
Interesting.
Jorge, I have been struggling with for fucking months, and now it's just like
So you keep 3 ad sets live, and then those ad sets have the same, everything's the same, and you're running 3 at the same time?
so here's what you would do, right? So here's step one. Here's what I would do if I were you, Rivera. So step one, if your costs are getting up there, step one is we create a CBO campaign. You have one ad set, and then you have that perfect ad in there, or you have the ad, the one that's your winner. And so you have 3 copies of the exact same ad in one ad set. You take that ad set, you duplicate that 2 more times. So you have one campaign, you have 3 ad sets in there, and you have 12 of the exact same ads. And what's going to happen, I think, based off what I've seen with Jorge, is it's going to work well. The next round, what you're going to do is now you're going to create a video version of that picture ad, and you do the same shit, one CBO, whatever. And that video ad, you should be able to get fucking 1, 2, 3 months of juice out of, and you can create multiple variations of that video ad. So a talking head version, some funny shit that Jorge just did, a bunch of different ways. So that's kind of what we've pivoted to, and I just want to share that with you guys really quick. So it's been like some fucking crazy sauce that we figured out. Jorge,
Cool.
I was just bragging about you real quick, bro.
Yes.
I like the gi, bro, the black gi. Coming in like a ninja.
Yeah, I'm almost wondering like how different would it be if you tested like white gi, no gi, blue gi.
Do you say nogi? I just show up naked.
It's like with chest hair, without chest hair, gold necklace. Gold
Yeah.
necklace.
Black guy, Mexican, white guy. I'm curious.
That's next level.
But yo, Jorge, bro, hell yeah, man. Like, are your numbers up to date or not up to date right now? So
No, not right now they're not up to date.
Did the call come from that one ad set? That one
Yeah,
ad?
it's the same
No.
one, yeah.
So here's what's cool. Here's what we figured out, right? So we threw a bunch of ads in, and you're usually gonna have just one pop off, right? So bro, our book call was like fucking $90. Our shit's like $10 now. It's insane. $10 for a motherfucking phone call, bro. Are you kidding me? It's
Why
crazy.
spend more?
I don't want to. I'm scared to break anything, but we're definitely gonna spend more. Like, and Jorge's like really cracked the sales process and everything. So
What's the targeting ad set? Is it all broad or is it all different?
it's so the ads he's specifically targeting like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu interests. So it's like 3
Oh,
or
okay,
3.
I got it.
So it's not open targeting.
Interesting.
Yeah. And so like I know it's not a fucking fluke after like over and over and over. And we did fucking so many rounds of testing until we got here, bro. So many fucking rounds.
This is interesting as well. Like, I'm running a local ad on a different account for Lauren, and it's
Are you doing the boost?
yeah.
Okay.
Or no, well, technically yes, but I'm just doing it through the ads manager. And for the targeting, I selected all of Texas, but in the ad, I'm showing a place that's super well known in
Right.
Texas in her local area. And although I'm targeting the entire state, like 75% of the people that I'm having conversations with are within that local area.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
I just think that's super interesting because I'm like, how the hell do they always show it to the people within that area if I'm not even targeting the location?
The AI, bro, for sure.
Bro, that's fucking nuts to think about, you guys. So
I know,
next ad that you fucking record, do it like outside like a rich person's house.
dude. I noticed that with like what's that guy Boris or whatever. All I can
Yeah.
tell it comes from their programs. It's not Boris, but like they're all the same fucking video ad because it's like right in front of like the like downtown Columbus and like things that people
Yes.
know. And so I know that those ads are performing really well. It's the same thing you're saying. Same shit, same shit.
I just thought it was
Maybe
interesting.
it's the Meta Ray-Bans because people are just recording all the time, and then maybe Facebook's taking what you see in that world and taking it, I don't know, some
I keep
geolocation.
getting a lot of ads for those as well.
Yeah.
They're
But
pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Point is like Facebook, a lot of people are bitching and moaning, but like now I'm liking it. Now I'm like, okay,
Bro, shit's crazy.
yeah, yeah.
I don't even have to put targeting in, like, and it'll just like show to that local area is crazy.
Anyways, we getting off tangent. What the fuck were we
Yeah.
talking about? Yes.
How cool Jorge is.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, before that,
His
before that.
numbers.
We're looking at Riviera's numbers.
Yeah.
So Riviera, the month of December, book calls, 12 book calls, 15% conversion rate. Cost per book calls, $12, motherfucker. Let's go. Okay. Five live discovery calls. Cost per discovery call, good. Sales meeting, we already closed one deal. Bro, fuck yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
and then I have another referral lead tonight at 7 p.m. and I'm hoping he's somebody I work with on set in the past, so I think there's a good shot there. So um yeah, I think there's a good shot there. So
Good, good. I'm thinking we need to create another Excel sheet for the referral so that we don't mix and match the data.
yeah, I have it kind of down below, but I mean it is probably could be better, to be honest.
When you say you have it down below,
Yeah, like the referral deal will be on the um uh
No, just below,
so
just
so
below. Scroll down. It was there.
so
It
the
says
referral deal outside of funnel, I put like that was Genevieve, right? She was from Sasha, so she paid 1,000, and then basically it's 966.70 because Square takes a chunk, so that's kind of like what hits the bank, the 966, and then I added it with the the close that came from the ads.
I see.
So it
Yeah, I do something similar. I don't consider this like return revenue, return ad spend or anything like that. Um, but yeah, I mean, whatever. I mean, we'll come back to this. Not super important now. We'll clean it up. But
I'm at least tracking it though.
yeah, your numbers are great, bro. Numbers are fucking great. Estelan, this is why I'm trying to get you in this, bro. This shit's like,
Which, by the
I
way, I
don't.
need to send you the Loom Esto. Sorry, I've just been super busy. I barely had time to eat today. I've honestly, I need to start making a time block in my calendar that says lunch from this time to this time, and nobody can book a call because I've noticed that people will just book right after one another, and I have like a 15-minute gap, and I'm like, dude, I actually can't eat right now for like the next 5 hours. So, it's crazy, but yeah, I need to start actually putting a lunch in my freaking calendar now.
Yeah, these I mean, get fed, bro. But um, yeah, Estelan, bro, you're not gonna. I mean, again, this is kind of your first rodeo being in a community like this and seeing what we're doing. There is no program that's gonna get you these kind of numbers, bro. Like, I don't know anyone. Like, I know people that spend 6 hours to get a link click. We're talking about book calls. Like, the average industry is like 100 to $300, bro. Um, for B2B, and this is like insane. Like, this is just like crazy, crazy, crazy shit. The I know I'm not gonna talk to you about the dentist at all right now, but what I'm telling you is if I was in your shoes, if I was in this is like to me, I know if I'm getting book calls for $12 and I know if I can sell a motherfucker on some $5,000 shit, give them such a great experience, they're gonna spend $10,000 with me, bro. This is Hormozy's number, but Hormozy's made videos on this. He says, hey, every business I built, the good ones are doing a 10x return on ad spend. The ones that changed my life did 100x. This is 100x potentially. We spend $150 to acquire a customer and we get them to spend 10,000 with us. That is literally 100x, bro. That is a life-changing business. This is insane.
Yeah,
Again, it comes with us again figuring out this LTV thing for the fucking portraits. But that, fuck.
Dude, we'll kill it, Esto. We'll be because if you can jump in this shit and dude, like like my shadows, your like I'll see your shadow, you'll see my shadow, and then fuck, I feel like we could just ramp up quicker. Um, but yeah, just because your eyes will be on it. But yeah, I'll send you that stuff, Esto, soon. So just know I've been kind of slammed, but I hope to share like kind of what Mason did with Koshik in the beginning of the call. I'll kind of share and
I
send
wouldn't
you.
have I wouldn't have been prepared for it today, man. It took me like 3 hours to do the mechanism video. It was terrible.
That was hard for me too, man.
So bad, man. I'm discovering how terrible I am with this shit, bro. When it comes to video. Oh my
I can
God.
share you with you mine, and then it's literally on the same shit. It's literally on the same subject matter. I don't know. Maybe Kushik already sent you the link,
He
but
watched yours. He watched yours.
oh, you watched mine.
He,
Okay,
he watched yours and he tried to model yours.
that was my six. That was my like sixth take. So don't think it's just you, bro. I struggled, and I feel like that wasn't even perfect, but
You wanna
um,
know the shitty part, bro?
hmm.
So for today, long story short, so I was filming on the camera, right? And then I'm just gonna edit into it, into making it look like the loom. And then I get the camera after I'm done, and I'm like, oh man, I finally did it. I get the camera and it wasn't running.
No, no.
Damn.
The memory card got full because I was
Oh,
shooting it in 4K. The memory card got full, and I'm like,
Fuck.
no. So I just had to do like half of it again.
Bro's
yeah,
like, that's good practice, bro.
you're getting your reps.
That was what was going through my mind. I'm like, all right, well maybe the second take is gonna be better, but whatever.
That's
She's
so
like, oh, I
funny.
just killed that shit. You got that? They're like, nah. I'm like, fuck.
No, I was just warming up. That was practice, bro. Warming up for 2 hours.
Dude,
Yeah.
sorry for that. But yeah, I guess the one last thing on my mind, just to kind of scare Esto from dentists a little more. And I hate bringing up dentists, but just to kind of maybe I'm in a pickle. I'm in a pickle. And it's honestly taking up brain space. And I think if I could get away from this a little bit,
I'm
give me
listening.
some headroom. Um, so I work with Dr. Potts. He's in Moore Park. I'm not gonna get too into detail, but basically, I made this dude $100,000 in the first 3 months working with us. He closed like fucking 20 or 30 Invisalign deals or some shit. Um, and then we renewed, and then we're literally coming up upon the last 3 months. So it's about to go into potentially a second renewal, right? So it's like 1 week until that happens. I made him 50K in this last 3 months. So total like 150K in the last 6 months. So I sent an invoice for renewal and I tell him kind of the KPIs and kind of a whatever, kind of a breakdown and whatever. Koshik knows about this, but basically the executive assistant there is kind of like honestly the worst living human on the planet. Like literally the way she talks to me, the way she treats me is very like insecure. I don't know if she thinks that I'm flexing by just being me and giving Dr. Potts a bunch of value, but she probably thinks like her Instagram posts and shit that gets no views is like a threat to her job or some shit. When I'm really just an outside vendor and I try not to start shit with nobody. I won't get into details, but basically, how she acts, speaks, talks to me, um, is just it's insane how the level of bureaucracy and just internal like to the point where I asked Dr. Potts like, oh, like he's like because we're like literally filming. I'm there to get new content for him because he's kind of local, and then he's like I'm like, hey, Dr. Potts, man, your cost per lead's $12 and this and that and this and that. He's like, oh, it is. And he seems so clueless when his executive assistant's like a marketing coordinator and doesn't give him KPIs. I try to get on calls with them. She'll kick him out of if I email him and her, she'll reply, but she'll always kick him out of the thread. And all that to say is like now she's giving me trouble to get this invoice completed because she's like, hey, give us a breakdown of what you do for us, da da da. And she's just doing her thing again. But here's the thing, I made them 150 fucking $1,000. At this point, it's kind of brain dead to even fight me on shit. And now here's the kicker. She's just like, hey, we have another Go High Level account, probably because they do Google ads from another agency. And she's like, we notice a HIPAA compliancy thing check mark on our Go High Level there, but we don't see it on yours. Can you explain that? And she's just very like vindicative and kind of like that on me. And I look into it, and you could get Go High Level like HIPAA compliance. And here's the fucking thing: it's $3,000 a year or $300 a month. When you do the HIPAA compliance, all it does is encrypt the data a little bit more, so it's HIPAA compliant based off
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
standard. Here's the fucking kicker: you can't, so you can't cancel it. Once it's encrypted, it's $300 a month for life unless you delete all your accounts and all your sub accounts. And that's the only way to remove it. I looked into it, I've tracked it, I've done Reddit posts, people complain about it all the time, but there's no way to decrypt it when something's encrypted. So the thought of Go High Level is like, we're just going to charge you this for life. Here's the thing, if I lose Dr. Potts, even if I charge him to pay for this, whatever, for this compliance that they're kind of bringing up, they could potentially leave at some point, and I'm stuck for life paying $300 a month for a niche I'm not even fucking in anymore. So I'm at the crossroads of like, if I'm too truthful, they'll be like, we weren't compliant this whole time. And then I thought about bullshitting them and just say, hey, just know, like, basically they went with Go High Levels, like internal compliance thing. So it gives a check mark. We have our own third-party system that encrypts it. So I've thought about bullshitting. And I'm literally been on the thread of just like, it's not worth the 5K to deal with her every fucking week. I'm telling you right now, it ain't worth the fucking 5K. I've already had that mindset. So this is kind of like the cherry on top to be like, maybe it's time to bounce. The problem is I've already sent the invoice, so it looks like I'm trying to work with them. And yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, is they just take up a lot of headspace. Fuck, man. I if this is the time to bounce, this would be now, but it's stupid because it's such an easy 5K to make if they saw how much value I'm bringing. And Dr. Potts, I'm sure, doesn't give a shit, man. He just loves the money I give him. And she just makes it difficult. She's always trying to get me into like a gotcha situation where we're like, hey, did you notice this revision that I asked you for? Did you notice at 312 that it's still not done? And I'm just like, dude, like the way you, and then she'll only CC him when she has stuff to call me out on. So she'll take him out if I'm got anything to boast about, any cool metrics, everything. She'll kick him out of the thread, and then
So here's
Hey,
it's
my
yo,
like,
brother.
sorry, I'm rambling, but you can tell I've been it's headspace. It's
yeah,
We,
yeah.
we,
headroom on this fucking.
we get it, bro. we, we get it, bro.
I think it's all the calls today. I've been on like
No,
six
you're
calls.
good. You're
Oh,
good.
sorry,
You're good.
sorry
You're
about
good.
that.
No, we're not. I promise you, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with
No,
you.
it's just a scenario, bro. It's just I can imagine myself in this scenario, and I don't know. Like you might have more patience than I do, I guess.
Mhm.
But
Here's what you do, right? So if you're in a headspace where you're like, hey, you know what? I don't even give a fuck if I lose a 5K and I'm good. Then if I were in your shoes, that I would be as aggressive as possible to the point where it's either you make a move and it's either going to backfire or it's going to work really well. And so what that move would be is that if I were you, is I would get directly to the doctor and have this
yes,
conversation with the doctor and go over all this stuff and say, hey, look, here's a deal. Here's the numbers that we've made you. Here's what's going on. Look, it is time to renew, but I have had this issue and I want to voice that with you. And it's important to me that this gets resolved, or unfortunately, I just cannot continue to work with you. And here's what's going on. So here's what I would like to do moving forward. My suggestion is that I work directly with you and all the numbers go directly to you. Unfortunately, although she is your marketing person and this and that, it just has been counterproductive. And so I know you're already busy and this and that. Hopefully you can look at the numbers and we can go through and I've earned your trust at this point.
Mhm.
For me to be able to come directly to you. That's what I would do.
Yeah. The problem is I think he's having an affair with her, which that's another
who gives?
thing.
Who cares? Who cares?
He's not gonna care about that. Trust me. He's not.
No, it doesn't
He's a
matter. It
dude.
doesn't
He's
matter.
a dude. He's a business owner. He likes money. He's the pussy is not gonna get in the way of that. I promise.
Right.
Bills before kills, man. Come on, bro.
Bills before
It's a
hoes,
messy
bro.
clinic, man. It's a messy clinic, but okay.
Wait,
Okay, yeah, I think you're right.
what makes you say that he's sleeping with her though? That's like the most
Yeah,
rare.
yeah, that's it. Bro, it's
How did
CC in the
how did you
dude.
pick up on that through the CCs?
Dude got CC in the wrong email.
I mean, just going out to their clinic in person, I mean, I can tell just they work very closely together. I mean, I met his wife and kids, and then when I meet the marketing coordinator, she's just very like,
I see.
we'll touch him in certain ways, we'll touch his beard and be like, "Oh, I shaved his beard today," or whatever for the shoot. And I'm like, "What the fuck?" And then he kind of looked
So,
like
so
wide-eyed like this. He went like looked at me like that's when I knew. I'm like, he's like, "You dumb bitch, like you don't blow my spot, bro." Like he got
so
pissed at her. So I
so
don't know. It's some
so
weird
think
vibes.
about her. So here's the thing. Like I know she's being a cunt, but like to
Yeah.
be honest, I get it. Like if I was a side hoe and like in that situation, like bro, I get it. I would be scared as fuck too. I would be threatened by you. So, but in all seriousness, bro, just go directly to him. That's it.
Yeah.
You need to
Yeah.
go directly to him and voice all the shit. And if it works out, great. And if not, fuck it. It's all good. We have bigger fish to fry.
Yeah, my whole thing is like he thinks he might value compliance too, so I just don't
What the
know.
HIPAA thing, bro? Just like
Don't talk about it's not, hey, listen. Do not bring up compliance. Do not talk about it. That's not the point of this. The point is to get him to just say, "Yeah, I'm cool with you," and then you work normally, and you don't even deal with the HIPAA complaint. Don't even fucking bring it up because she's out of the picture. It's not gonna matter anymore. He's not gonna. Again, he's too busy to even know anything. He doesn't give a fuck.
Hmm.
You
So
only
don't
need
even bring it up.
HIPAA compliance anyway when you're talking about like client like data.
Yeah,
Like
personal
like name,
medical.
email, phone number isn't HIPAA, bro. Like
And if I were
it's
you, by the
like
way, hey,
knowing the actual in depths of the actual person.
Riviera, if I were you, you need to, when you go do approach him, you need to have like 3 or 4 specific bullet case examples. Because what's most likely going to happen is if she is his side hoe, she will probably try to bring up the HIPAA compliant thing.
Yeah.
So you need to have like 4 or 5 solid points of like, hey, here's the experience I went through. Here's another experience. Here's another experience. And then I recently ran through another experience. I'm willing to bet that she's going to talk your ear off about it. It's not that important. It's not that serious. Like I'm not, I don't know if I'm using the best words. The
Mhm.
point is you need to get across from like, here are 4 or 5 scenarios that she's blown out of proportion. And so if you say that, and if you put that in his head, when she does go approach him, he's gonna be like, oh, this is another one of the bullshit things that he's had to deal with. It's probably not important.
Mhm.
So you have to sell him on that first. You have to sell him like through four or
Yeah.
five
Yeah.
examples.
Yeah.
Quick question, Daniel. In terms of the go high level, since I don't know how it works so much, are you able to just start a new account and like do the like the snapshot thing, start a new account specifically for him since he's gonna be paying it anyways, and then do the HIPAA there? That
No,
way,
so it's at the agency level that you do the HIPAA compliance, and then it adds to all your sub accounts. And yeah, it's like it's a whole system thing, which is
He'd have
I
to
don't
get a
know
whole
why, but
he'd
it's
have to get a
messy.
whole other height. Yeah. For Riviera to make that work, so you can make it work. He would have to create a whole other go high level and have the $300 go to that. And then in the event that they do leave, he would just delete that go high level.
just
I'm
cancel it.
sure if you're in the actual like different version of a Go High Level, Daniel, you'll be able to just rip the compliant and only put it into that account.
I mean, I looked at it.
That's if you do that. No. I'm like
Other,
99% sure. Yeah, because you're paying the what version? 297?
yeah.
Yeah, you pay the $500 a month version. You should be able to pick and choose what they get. But again, that's probably still not even worth it to you anyway. Like,
Yeah, it's just not with the headache and
no, I get it.
no,
I
I
get
just
it,
want
man.
to drop them. It just looks weird that I send an invoice and then like I almost want to drop them completely because I really do believe in what I'm doing here now, and I think the headroom and the headspace to do so would, he's so removed in the fact that he kind of relies on her for everything. So I don't know. I mean, I'm willing to try to talk to him and tell him these are my terms and things, but what I don't know if at any point could he change his life because he's 12 hours a day. He's totally he's water above his head. He's drowning in just work. So I really don't know how it would change for the better. She's just like that main point of contact. So
Bro,
um,
you're thinking that like you made him 150 grand. If you made me 150 grand, I'd make time for you.
yeah, yeah,
Like,
true.
truthfully, you know what I mean?
I mean, what is your touch point even? Like, what is like, can you not just like set up the ads, set an Excel with the numbers every month, or like, do
Yeah,
you really need her
I,
more?
yeah. I mean, that's what I've kind of done, and
Well, there you go.
people
That's it.
renewal, and then they just usually just say, we don't know how up to date this data is based off the front desk's stuff, and she'll kind of like negate it or something, which is weird. But
You just have to
it's
do
just a
one.
constant battle. But I think what you say is true in the terms of like, hey, this is what it's. I don't know. I got to call their bluff because it's a bluff. She knows that I do more for them than anyone. But it just seems like on the surface level, she tries to paint the picture that I'm some fucking dude that's always fucking up, apparently.
Like I said, man, just have a conversation with him, make sure it's a really good one, and that's it. Don't worry about it and let the chips fall where they may.
Yeah, I'm willing for it to fall wherever. So I think you're right. Start, just start there.
Yeah.
Do you have his phone number or no?
I do have his personal cell phone, yes.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. Like just to reach
Maybe
out.
like a text type of deal, or maybe a phone call, or
Yeah, text him in advance, like, hey, I want to talk to you or something like that. Or maybe next time that you go over there and shoot with him, you just kind of put him off to the side. Be like, hey, do you have a moment that we can talk? I wanted to you should probably like pack it together with something like, hey, I want to show you how well we've been doing, and also I wanted to talk to you about a very important matter, something like that, so that way he's looking forward to the call.
Yeah, I would just probably have to make it imperative that's me and him because I've done that before and he'll kick it off to her and then she'll start it up for him because she's like the executive assistant. So he kind of just pushes everything off to her. So I just have to probably voice that it's got to be done this way or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Voice that. Get going. Just say, hey, look, this is super important. Um, I need this to be between me and you, and that's kind of the matter. There's some other things involved and some other people involved, and this is actually regarding them. And so I'd like to speak with you, and if we can please keep this private. And again, if you say it that way, you voice that way, dude, like, come on, he's a human being, and he's gonna understand like there's something wrong, and he needs to have a one-on-one with you. You know,
For sure. For
so
sure.
don't stress about it, bro.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. It's too much sometimes, especially it's like, it's crazy. It's like, I've never made someone that much money and it just seems like so crazy, but you know, it is what it is. And it's crazy. These photographers, it's like, if you look at their numbers and somehow they're more grateful, it's just my brain's like twisted around trying to figure it out. But, um, I mean, everybody's different and it's case by case. So,
Yeah.
but, yeah, I just thanks for hearing it out and all that.
No, hey, you're not by yourself. I don't know if you were here with Jeremy a few times where he went on a rampage like you just about this.
I think I was there for that one.
Yeah, and then he eventually just fired her. So,
Yeah.
yeah, man, not all money is the same money, right? So, but
Yeah.
okay. So I'm
That's it.
glad we were doing able to do a little bit of therapy there for a little bit of
Thank you.
therapy session. Um, that's what we're here for, man. Okay, in terms of your onboarding, I'm gonna sleep on it and kind of just figure out like what I would recommend saying. Just give me when are you onboarding the next person?
Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. But I mean, it doesn't have to be super robust, but I've just thought about
Oh, it's
figuring out.
tomorrow. It's
Yeah,
tomorrow.
tomorrow morning.
Okay, so in my opinion, I think one thing you could do is potentially. So here's what I find is that when I get to the expectation section towards the bottom, people are kind of like already their brain is like melted because you've gone over through so much stuff. I think go over it as the last mindset thing. Okay. So over the
Mhm.
last mindset thing, and so what you do, here's my suggestion is what you do is you say to them, hey, we are building out a referral program right now. Would you be interested in being a part of this referral program? Basically, what it would do is it would give you 50% off for life. Is it something you're open to? They're going to obviously say yeah. Then from there, what you say is, hey, so basically in terms of the referral program, it's really simple. Your only task is once a week to go through Facebook groups and respond to distressed comments, and you just bring us up. However, you can only be approved for this after you've closed your first deal. So you set it up where they feel like they have to earn it. To that, they're going to say, yeah. And then from there, what you then do is when they get their very first close, you then reach out to them and say, hey, name, congratulations, you're officially a part of the referral program. Do you have a quick 10 minutes? I can walk you through how to do that. And then from there, you literally just um, get them to reply to comments within Facebook groups. And my thing is you have to set up as an SOP. So you have to do it like this. You have to probably add it to their Excel sheet. And what they have to do is you have to get them to like respond to like I don't know what the number is going to be. Maybe it's like 10 posts every Saturday. So that's how you have to systematize. So I don't know if that all made sense. You have to go back and listen through this, listen through this. That's literally what I would do. So step one, you bait them on the onboarding call. Step two is once they're done, you hop on a call with them and then you walk them through. Eventually, we'll get to a place where you just send a video to them and that video will show them what to do. A tip also here. So do this tomorrow too. I get people to join a bunch of Facebook groups upon joining the coaching program. So I say, hey, you want to join this program? This one. So here's a little bit of homework for you tonight. So it's super important that you do this homework tonight. Go find a few Facebook groups with photographers in there. So like 10. The more the merrier, honestly. And what you're going to do is you're going to get this person to join those after your onboarding. So again, what I get people to do is on my onboarding, post onboarding videos. Like after somebody's been onboarded, literally my onboarding videos tells them, hey, so again, I've onboarded them. They have a video to watch before I start the coaching program. In that video, it tells them, "Hey, go join these Facebook groups." So in other words, you onboard that person, and then you probably don't have a video for them to watch that tells them what to do. We'll get there, manual get there. So you need to manually say, hey, here are the Facebook groups. You copy and paste, send it over. Join these Facebook groups right now. And so they will join them by tomorrow evening, tomorrow afternoon, ideally. And then once they have closed, you hop on a call with them, and then you just show them how to go through comments. I would say you have to have like a metric. I feel like every Saturday, if you get them to respond to like 3 comments in each group and get them to do like 5 groups, that's good. And you do that once a week. And I'm sorry, they do that once a week. And you're
Mm,
gonna have a shit ton of referrals from that, bro. Like that's it.
yeah,
It's that simple.
little army.
Yep. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's smart. Okay, cool. Yeah, I like the way you set it up there. Like you feel like that to earn it too, so that way it's just not like you're just yeah. Because I feel like it could go one ear out the other, but I feel like
It
if it
will.
feels like there's a barrier to entry, it should.
Yep,
Yeah, I don't know.
it's one ear out the other. If you do it towards the tail end during exceptions or expectation section, and if you set it up like, hey, so if you want, we'll give you for every referral you provide us, we'll give you 10%. Nobody fucking does it. I've tried it a bajillion times, nobody does it. So what you have to do is you have to set up in the mindset, you have to make them earn it, and you have to be on top of it. So you have to reach out to them. And in my experience, what you have to do is if you say something like, oh, you refer, and then we'll give you 10% discount or 50% discount every person you refer, now it feels like work. If, however, you set it up like an SOP, like, hey, part of you being my coaching program, part of you being my client is every Saturday you need to do this and spend an hour doing it, and we'll give you 50% off for life. Now you have somebody on their fucking boots every fucking week for you, every fucking week for you. That's how you have to set it up.
Sweet.
Super important. Cool.
Cool. Yeah.
Does that help?
Yeah, I'm just noting that.
Yep. Um, what else, bro?
Um, that's it. Just drinking a lot of caffeine, deal with these calls. I feel like I'm kind of introverted, so I just whatever could get me pumped up. If I gotta go for a jog or whatever, I've been doing whatever I can to keep my energy up so I don't sound like a monotone drone on these calls and try to keep try to treat every call like it's just my first time. Like I don't want them to feel like I'm on my fourth call and I'm slugging it through. Like so I just been hitting the gym a little bit more and stuff.
Yeah, man.
Whatever I can to keep my health up because yeah I didn't know now I see why you say I only do one of these sales calls on my calendar a day or whatever and I'm like oh it's just talking but then once you really do it it's just like you're really giving your whole energy and soul out there into the ether so
It's a
I think
sport, man. It's a conditioning sport, man. Doing sales, 3 sales calls a day, multiple. It's for sure. So what I find helps me is I try not to go crazy in caffeine. Like I'll take an espresso and I'll dilute it and I'll just take like a quarter before each call. So I'll take a quarter and then I'll take a theanine. So I don't know if you're familiar with theanine. Theanine really helps.
oh, my buddy just gave me like a little gum like a gum chewable of L-theanine so it was my
It,
first time trying it I felt like it worked.
it works really well. It keeps you calm and allows you to articulate your words better. So I just have like a quarter of an espresso and a theanine about 30 minutes before and then I'm good. And then after that, I force myself to, rest, for an hour or so, quiet before my next call. So, it's again, this is what we talked about. Is like when you're all in on this, Rivera, this is it, man. This is all in.
Yeah.
This is being all in.
Yeah.
So you got to
Yeah,
figure
I'm
out how
just
to do it.
finishing the last of my commitments, but I've been saying no to a lot more shoots that have been coming up, trying to book out my January. So I'm like, fuck that. I can't do. I'm already feeling it, so it's like, and I just think about like how much I could be performing better if I didn't say yes to these shoots. But obviously, I don't want to say break my commitments, but I feel like yeah, now anything that new comes on my desk, I just say no. I just say, oh, I'm busy or I'm booked. So.
Yeah, good,
I've
good,
been
man.
kind of making the transition, and that will really, I'll feel that transition more once January hits, um,
And
towards the tail end of December and then also January. But
and I promise you, you're gonna feel it in your bones the moment we start getting these people to charge them 5,000. You're gonna feel it's so worth it. And once we get to a place where charging these people 5,000, that's when, I promise you the payoff, you'll really feel it. But you're doing great, man. You're doing great, bro.
thank
So
you.
yeah,
Thanks for
man,
helping.
absolutely. Anything else, bro?
No, that'd be it. I'll probably stick around for just a few more minutes and then I gotta get ready for my next call. But yeah,
Yeah,
I'll just be chilling here a little bit.
yeah. Stick around for a few minutes because Estelan again, he's gonna transition his next stage just to kind of do what you're doing. So maybe you have a few
Oh
tips.
yeah, if he wants to, if I won't, yeah, I'll have some time. Yeah, I'll chill here for a sec.
Okay, Estelan, what's going on, bro?
Nothing much, bro. The video that I told you took me a while,
Yeah.
and I still gotta edit it. So I wanted to have it done today, but I didn't think I was gonna struggle with it that much. So I should have it done tomorrow. And then after that, I can send you so you can just peep it out.
Yep.
But
100%.
besides that, nothing, man. Oh, something new that happened today. Um,
How's your energy in that video though? So
I
it's super important that you're I haven't talked to you about it because you haven't recorded any video ads, but I always tell people have an espresso and you have to talk at least 1 octane higher. So if you feel awkward, it's usually it's a good sign.
I think my energy was good.
Okay. If you want to like cut up a small little clip and send it out, because the reason I bring this up is I'm not saying that you have to re-record your whole
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
There are times where people will record and they think they're good, and then I say, I'm like, bro, your energy's off. So if you want to send me like a segment, just so you're not, wasting your
Yeah, I
time.
got you. I could do that. Yeah, I'm like I take care of my energy in terms of that type of stuff. So I'm like took a cold shower right before. I'm just like the water, I mean we're in Ohio, so as cold as it possibly get. Wake up, and I drink coffee in the morning, so I didn't drink coffee, but I had some like chai tea and stuff like that. Just
Okay, good.
yeah, I felt like I was talking a little faster and a little higher than I normally talk. I'm usually pretty monotone and shit.
Yeah.
Are you agreeing to that?
I mean, it's not a bad thing. That's just your
No,
swag.
just playing.
No, it's just it works for you. It works for you. But in terms of content, unfortunately, we have to like
Oh
not
no,
be.
for sure. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, bro. What else?
Nothing else, man. Just gotta get that. It was the snapshots thing. I had to look that up to see what it was. So that was cool, learning that you could do that with the snapshots. Um, besides that, bro, I mean, I think it's gonna be fun to just put it all together and launching soon.
Yeah, excited for you, bro. Do you have maybe? Obviously, you asked me like what to go through, but like, do you maybe have questions that just kind of maybe foreseeing the next steps, the discovery call, the sales call. Do you have maybe some questions that you want to ask and kind of get maybe Rivera's perspective? Kind of see maybe what he's doing, what's working for him. Or I know you might not have questions because sometimes you have to kind of go through a process before the questions arise, but right now might be a good opportunity because you're probably going to launch sometime this week. And so before next week, when you can ask him some questions, it might be a good time to ask a few questions now.
Um, I just I think if I can look at a like a discovery call and a sales call from him, from you, Daniel, I would appreciate that because for me the way my mind works, yeah, I have to create my own, but then it starts already working and stuff like that once I just see it. Um, and then from there, I'm not gonna try to do anything new, anything crazy, just whatever's working, and yeah, and then just do a lot of reps so that way I can get things out quicker.
Yeah. Yeah. Rivera, do you when somebody books a call, do you like try to hop on a call as soon as possible, or do you wait till like the scheduled time to have a conversation with them? Like, are you doing speed delete as soon as somebody opts in, you're trying to call them and have a call, or are you just waiting till like the time that they book a call with you?
Um, I was doing that when I think I didn't have everything dialed in on the ads, so I was getting a lot of people not showing not that they have to show up. It's just like the time of the call that you call them that they put. But I was having a lot of people not answer. So I did that for a time. It did help a little bit, but sometimes people would be like, "Oh, I thought our time was a lot later." So, there's like a mixed bag, but eventually it got to the point where it just pumps out so many discovery calls on my calendar that I just end up using that as my track of like, okay, I need to be here, here, here for these times. Just because it got so crazy.
Do you have automation set up where I would assume you have automation the moment somebody, books a call, it says like, hey, congratulations, looking forward to having this conversation with you.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, exactly. And then it's based off cams. So he should have got that estimate from the snapshots I sent you. So I sent you one snapshot that was like from my perspective, my high level, like when I'm getting, you know, leads for myself, and then I also give you one for, of course, the photographer's perspective. But yeah, it should be in mine. Let me know if it isn't, and I could send that to you, but the automation should be in there.
Yeah.
That one works pretty good. I say Cam figured something out, man, because I tried a bunch of my own, and yeah, his is like I don't know. It's so simple too. I don't it's so simple. It's just like this email, hey, your call's in 24 hours or 48 hours, and then there's a text that goes out basically says, "Are you good? You're still good for in 1 hour?" And then there's one that goes like 5 minutes before the call. It's like call you in 5 minutes or something. And usually I get people responding in between all that. They'll be like, "Yep, still good for 1 hour." And then usually when you say, "Oh, the automation says call you in 5 minutes," they're like, "Cool." I've been getting like actually people texting, and then if they're not texting, more likely than not, they won't answer. But sometimes if they don't text and they still answer, then you do your thing, you know. And but yeah, yeah, I'd say like try that first, and then just because I've tried so many other things and they just didn't work, I just stuck with cams kind of thing. So
Good, good.
It's a
So
very
hopefully that makes sense as long as like it's already set up so you don't have to do any like manual text or anything like that. So you should be good there. And then River, you're doing one call closes now?
when I have time, when I have time. So maybe that's something I need to change when they, yeah, that might be something I need to change on my, because when they book a call, it only gives me on my calendar, it puts like a 30-minute time block. So I find that people go back to back to back, and then I'm like, shit, I can't do one call close because I have another call. So yeah, I think I'm gonna change my high level to where it's like, I don't know, whatever time I think I need to actually do a one call close. So that way I don't have some guy, some other dude waiting for me.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that thanks for bringing that up. That's something I need to
If you're gonna
start.
pivot over to the one call closes, I would say definitely like start doing that and start trying to trim off the fat and make it go a little bit faster if possible. I think you should be able to
So
get
you
down.
said cut out the story, cut out the Wendy story and all that. And
So I would say like watch again, watch like both of Cam sales calls if you haven't yet.
so
Um
I did. His was still like an hour and a half long. Granted, he did take payment and stuff, so that probably made it longer. But maybe that's an old one. I don't know. Maybe there's another one I need to see. But
it's so I'll just share them just to in case. Um example one, example two. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure, man, like all he does is like at the very beginning, he'll show like a little bit of a testimonial video and then he just like runs the whole thing. And what he does psychologically is he keeps just mentioning people throughout the whole process. So it seems that he's got like 20 clients. He doesn't
yeah.
really do a whole song and dance in terms of like one specific person. He doesn't really go through all those slides that you have. And I noticed that
Mhm.
that's kind of what you did.
Mhm.
So I think, man, like I honestly think based off of what I saw with him and what I think you're should be saying, you should be able to do an hour and a half, man. Hour and a half, 2 hours max. I think you should be
Yeah,
able to
and I've been using my Slack more. Like I show my Slack and the clients in it, and then because sometimes they'll be like, "Oh, do I like what do I do after the call? Do I have like a script or something I can follow?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, you know what? Sasha just asked about that, and that's something I'm gonna give you like right away, obviously. But sometimes maybe you lost a link. Sasha actually recently asked, so you can kind of see her again. But same with Slack, it's like you're in the ecosystem, so you'll always be in the know on like what we're using. Just know you do get that like right up the front, so you already have all the tools right when you start. But yeah, here it is, and then I kind of show Slack, and it's whatever. It's just an excuse, so I can kind of go in there, show them that I'm chatting with people and doing shit, and I can pop in, pop in, pop in. So I've noticed that's actually been a game changer for me is having a little Slack, but I wouldn't say it's needed though. I
It's
wouldn't.
definitely psychologically like I use that all the time. I'm always like showing people through Slack and this and that. It's just a lot of social proof there. You should be working on course material if you haven't yet. I got on Jorge about that. Again, I'll see. I need to see one of your kind of onboardings and what clients do, but we need people to again they pay, they onboard, they have some course material walkthrough, and then your launch for them, and then you just do these coaching calls. That's what we need to get as soon as possible. Course material.
For sure. Yeah, I haven't noted here. It's just yeah, things get bogged down. But yeah, I for sure I'm noticing patterns into what they ask the most of. So I'm literally gonna try to make course material around all the patterns of where the gaps are. So based off what they're
I just spoke to Jorge about this. Here's my recommendation to create a course, man. Um, and so if you need to listen back to this one more time. So it's basically I come in, so each of these is obviously a course. So I have this, and then obviously there's always a welcome. And there's just like day one, two, three, four, five. Like so day one, understanding the fundamentals of, the funnel. Day two, here's how to set up your marketing. So setting up their ads, funnel, everything. Say day three, here's how to launch. Day four, here's how to convert a lead into a client. Here's how to do everything from convert, get them on the shoot, everything from phone call to the shoot. Here's how to convert them into a high ticket close. And so step one is that. Step two is then you just what I like to do is I type this out. So introduction, boom, fundamentals of the funnel, 30,000 feet views. I just think to myself, what needs to be taught and in what order? I don't create any videos yet. I just like create all in order from like, okay, if they just watch it from here to here, they'll be good. The next step is then for each of those lessons, I then type this stuff out. So I type out what the lesson's going to contain. The next step is if I have like a visual I need to create, what I'll do is I'll then go in and I'll create the visual and then I'll inject it in here. Then what I do is so that whole thing will take you like 2 days. Okay. Trust me, if you do this the right way, right now, the way you're doing right now, it's going to take you forever. If you do it this way, it'll take you like 2 days to create the entire structure of your whole program. That's the skeleton. Then you'll take 2 days to film all the content. So one by one, I just film it, film it, film it, film it, film it. And then I just plug the videos in. So that's how I can create an entire course in like 4 days. That's how you want to think about doing it. So instead of like thinking, oh, what are the most common questions? Just try to create in a way where it's like, okay, by the end of it, dude, they're not going to need anything else. And again, you want to create in a way where, again, I understand we run an agency and we might not want to share exactly how to like run the ads and everything. For now, just create it because eventually we are going to sell it. So we might take your course, create the whole version of it, and then we might create a stripped down version of it for them. And then once we move over to the coaching program, we'll share maybe the full version.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah. And I think there was, from last time I researched, High Level has a way to make a client portal, and you can create a course from it.
Yep.
And they did some big major updates on their course stuff recently, so that should be cool to build out. But I think if I could just get a Word doc going or whatever and kind of follow that, and then just whatever videos I make, I could just link it into that so that it's all there, and
Yeah.
I could just plug it into the High Level.
I mean, this is what I kept getting on Cam about creating course material. So he finally started this. And so for him, he just typed this out. So onboarding here. So they're automating the onboarding. They're not trying to manually do it anymore. Getting set up for fast access and registration. So creating your Go Highlight profile and access to mobile, navigating Go High Level, A2P. And then they have this other section, which is, hey, lead management, mastering, nurture. So how to basically do nurturing. And then once you get inside the house, how to do the upsells. So he just like kind of knew what to create. And then he just created the videos one by one. So if this works better for you, do it this way. Or if you're a visual person like me, do it this way. It's up to you.
Yeah.
Super
I can
important.
start out with his, and then just like that way, it's just easy to kind of get it on paper and get the Loom videos going. And then if I want to like actually make it like designed like nicer, I could like plug all
Have
that
you
in.
ever wanted to enhance your social post with a circular or heart-shaped image?
That's not stop watching porn, bro. He's watching like an anchor. Like I slept with my anchor. Slept with the news anchor. But yeah, so here's the thing, Rivera. So I'm saying this is super important, man. I'm gonna say 5 times, super important, super important, super important, super important. Get this done as soon as possible. I know you already feel like you can't breathe. Trust me, before we get to that next stage,
Yeah. This will help me breathe though, if I could get that, because what's not letting me breathe is that I have to do all this manually. So I get like if I could just get this shit going, it's gonna save my ass when I do get all these more closes.
yeah. So please, for the sake of you, man, please just get on this as soon as possible. It's a little bit painful. It'll be a 4 days process, bro. 4 day process. You can do over a weekend, and then you're not gonna have to worry about this again.
Adderall will be too. Not as
There you
fun.
go. Adderall or some Vyvanse in there if you need to do a line or two of Coke, whatever's necessary. But yeah, sorry, Estelan, I'm like going all
Yeah,
over the
sorry,
place.
Esther, I took over, but I'm hoping that, well, at least it relates to kind of where he's going to go anyway. So, but I don't want to take over more time. But thank you, Coach.
Estelan, anything else, bro, that you want to go over?
I had a question for Mason, bro, and I fucking forgot.
I'm here. I was filing that I have police coming over.
Oh no, I'm just saying that I forgot the question.
Oh, damn. That I can't help with.
Yeah. Let me see if I can jog my memory. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Um If I come back, bro, then I guess I'll
Uh,
just ask him later, maybe if I remember.
got distracted by that porn. Must be a really good porn that you're watching.
Bro, it was just the start, man. At least I didn't hear the other stuff.
I'm just playing. I'll go to Jorge then, and then we'll swing back.
All right.
Jorge, what's you there? What are you doing, bro?
Dude's learning how to fucking juggle right now.
He's at the end of the video. Esther's video.
Right?
Probably doing like a consult or someone walked in. Bro just looked down and hit us with the Riz face and then just like walked away. What is he doing, bro?
He looks like he's talking to somebody. Keep giving us these crotch shots for no
I
reason.
know, man. Seriously, I'm about to kick him out of here.
Such an
Bro's being weird. Look at he's with the Riz face again. Look at him.
he could probably like hear us.
He's probably trying to hold his shit together while talking to a client. He's trying to sell like a $3,000 consult.
We're here talking about crotch shots. Jorge, you there?
What's up?
What's good? We're just nothing. We're just cracking jokes. You good?
Oh yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I just finished training, so feel good.
So, Eslan, we're gonna go swing back to Eslan. But before we did, just want to check in, see what questions you had or what you want to go over, bro.
I didn't have any questions. Um, I mean, maybe just about this guy for tomorrow, but I mean, pretty much like I'm pretty like I'm good on the roadmap and like my path, like what to take, what to do. Uh, as far as where to take that. What else? This new guy, this discovery call I had today, recently right now. I'm excited for that one. I pushed that to tomorrow. I got a busy day. I got sales call like hella early in the morning. And I was like, fuck it, I'm down. But apart from that, no real questions. We covered a lot on Sunday or yesterday.
Yeah. So, okay, cool. Yeah, I just wanted to check and see. I mean, just keep me posted. Yeah, we've talked a lot through Slack, so I think it should be good. Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything in particular, bro. That's jumping out at me. I think everything we've covered, you're good.
Yeah, and it's cool that they closed three more people
I saw.
after we hopped off. That was badass.
So what did he make? Like he made like 5 bands or something?
I don't. He hasn't told me yet, but three more people at 500 a pop is probably like 55.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's exciting, bro. I saw that
Yeah.
too.
So when I mentioned like I use that in this discovery call today, I'm like, bro, you remind me exactly of the school that did this, this, and that. And my man, like, because I told him about the cash flow kickstart and how it only works for a certain amount of students, which is why I require 100 students. But I'm like, bro, but you remind me so much of this person. Here's what we look, here's what it looks like. So I'm very confident that we can get the same thing rolling for you. And he
Yeah.
just got like super excited.
Pull it up, bro. Like when you tomorrow when you have that call, like just run through this real quick and be like, yeah, and that should
Oh,
sound.
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
How many students does he have?
50.
50?
No. This guy is 35.
The person you have tomorrow.
No, sorry, 50.
Okay, 50. So out of the 50, should be able to get like, I don't know, 3 4 closes maybe.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try the same thing. I'm gonna just push for the year PIF, see what that's like for a week. If nothing, then
Move to 3
we'll
months.
transition. Yeah, we'll pivot down to the 3 months.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
Hmm.
Cool. I'm gonna pivot back to Eslan. Eslan, did you figure out your question for Mason? Do you remember?
It. I have another question. I couldn't remember the other one, but it was still go high level related.
Go for it.
So basically, when I was testing out Daniel's automations, and I went to the calendar and I booked out in the calendar and everything. I'm getting the email reminders from both calendars. So from the other one, from the FVC, and from this new one. Even though they're different calendars, if that makes sense.
You'll have to show me like the everything that's set up.
Okay.
So what I'm hearing is you have one calendar, but when that calendar books, they're getting two separate emails for the confirmation.
Exactly. Two separate emails. So one email is with the template of Daniel, and the other one is for the template that was made with the free video commercial offer. I I think I have a screenshot that I can send.
Yeah, send me the screenshot.
Yeah,
And
but
then
I
send
think this is
me
okay. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say send me the two emails that it sends as well. Sometimes when I can read the emails, I can figure out where it's coming from. Because it might be not something that you have even set up. It just might be like a setting in your Go high level.
Okay, I'll do that. But I can just put it in our group chat.
Yeah, put it in the yep.
But yeah, besides that was it, man. I can't remember the actual important thing that I had in mind.
Okay.
I would say, Eslan, bro, like try it might be beneficial to like do like a quick Loom video and like just run through everything real quick, because then Mason might be able to spot like something you need to check off or whatever, and then he might be able to help you that way. That might be the best thing actually.
Okay.
Um, okay. Anything else, Riviera, Estelon?
Oh, nothing on my end.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. All right. Well, that was a fun call. That was a short one, but yeah. If you guys need anything, just feel free to reach out to us, and we'll see you guys
Yep.
next week.
See you boys.
See you guys. Take it easy.